evening, and daylight savings time's already started. That was one obstacle we had to get over to just get into the new season to begin with. Baseball is rolling. I was going to do things in sequence because basketball season at the beginning, I was saying, we got a long way to go. We don't now. World Series coming up, you know what I'm saying? I make no bones about it. I'm a football freak. Oh, let me say, a Razor. Thank you, Razor. Razor says, can I get a 5-time Super Bowl champion? And when you say that, say it with a smile, 5-time Super Bowl champion. And go ahead and Niners! Makes you feel better, you know what I'm saying? Fam, I'm going to get right into this. So here's the thing. Get ready to call in. Get on the phones. I'm going to get right to you in a minute. But listen, here's the thing that still resonates in my mind. You look at every year the draft is going to be a little strange, a little crazy, and not going to be what you expect. Okay, now Colin Cowherd is completely went 49er crazy. I don't know, between him and the guy on Good Morning Football, they're hardcore 49er fans. Colin can say what he wants to. He's impartial. He's a sportsman, a journalist, a media man, and he has no alliances with any teams. But you know what? He's already said one thing. He's already said the 49ers are going to be in the playoffs this year. He predicted last year that, of course, the Eagles would be where they went. So now he's saying things about the 49ers. Now he's going as far as to say, let me just go over his mock draft that made everybody crazy the other day. And sometimes I think Colin does things just to make people crazy, okay? Made me crazy. I'm on medication because of it, all right? So he says, cornerback Denzel Ward, Ohio State. This is Colin's mock draft. He got everything started. He says, I'm on the wrong one. Let me get Colin first. All right. I'm going to do Colin first just because I want to tell you something else about what I just said. Forget it, because I've already given away what I was going to say. All right. Cowherd Conley projecting his mock draft. Number 1, Cleveland Browns, Sam Darnold. That's no big deal. Nothing unusual about that. Second pick, Buffalo Bills, because they will have traded up, right? Of course they will. They need a quarterback. Josh Allen, we don't need quarterback. They're going to get a quarterback. Well, no, they do need a quarterback, actually. Buffalo Bills want Josh Allen, so they'll be trading up for him. The New York Jets will trade up for Josh Rosen. They need a quarterback. Nothing strange, right? Nothing unusual. Fourth pick, the Browns will pick up Bradley Chubb because they want the 2 invincible bookends. It's like, Myles Garrett on one side, Bradley Chubb on the other. I don't know how much longer the Browns are going to be able. The joke is over in Cleveland. I really think it's over now. Number 5, Denver Broncos, Denzel Ward, cornerback, Ohio State. And number 6, Arizona Cardinals will trade for Baker. They'll make a trade so they get Baker Mayfield as a quarterback there. Denzel Ward is number 5 pick. Does Denver Broncos, do they have a deficit in their secondary that I didn't really know about? I thought they did lose. Well, maybe. I do question that one, though. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to pick up Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the more I hear about Minkah Fitzpatrick, I understand that. Number 8, Chicago Bears, Quentin Nelson. Maybe they do want to run more. Maybe they do want to protect. But I understand Quentin Nelson is better at the run game than he is actually pass protection. So Mitchell Trubisky will still be, they'll be able to run better. So maybe that makes him, he may be better at protection than I think. I just heard this the other day. I was kind of surprised to hear that Quentin Nelson's better at the run game than he is pass protection. Anyway, and then, of course, number 9, us. Let me ask you a question, all right? What if all this is right? You notice I've not called Saquon Barkley's name yet. If you didn't know about Colin Cowherd's mock draft that got everybody crazy the other day, because everything you just said there, most of it actually makes sense. You're Kyle Shanahan. What are you going to do? You can't just pass on him. You can't just let it go by. You've got to do something. Everybody, a couple other people did, right? But what you do is, if you're not going to take him and put him on the team, you at least hold on to him as a hostage for ransom, right? What would you do? This is my question today. What are you going to do if Saquon Barkley falls into our lap? If you want to ask me, you know how I feel about Saquon Barkley. I'm keeping him. Oh, him and Jerick McKinnon are going to learn to get along. I got a three-headed monster. I'm not getting rid of Matt Breida or Joe Williams. They're going to stay around in case I need them and somebody gets hurt or something, because it happens. But that's the name of my tune right now. I'm not losing anybody. And I'm running Minka Fitzpatrick and Saquon Barkley. We talked about this a little earlier in the other program. Think about the possibilities. Saquon, Jerick McKinnon lining up in the backfield. I got Usyk on the line of scrimmage, lined up someplace where the DC sit there. What are they going to do? Oh, my God! At the end of the line, I've got all the speed in the world down there. I've got both Trent Taylor and Marquise Goodwin in a bunch set. Bunch formation, right? And this side, I'm going to go ahead and put George Kittle down the other side. You're a DC, you don't know what the hell's about to happen. Because you're Kyle Shanahan with the mind of an Einstein for football. What the hell are you going to do? This is why I say, when you rank the Rams the most devastating defense of all time, that formation right there I just gave you would shred that defense like a piece of lettuce on a grater. I like the possibility. So you know what? Saquon Barkley ain't going nowhere. But I don't know what Kyle's going to do, because maybe they didn't have anything for Kyle to do. Now, here's another thing that's blowing my mind. I tell you right now, mock drafts. They went around to a lot of networks, a lot of analysts, and they said, give us your mock draft. We want to know so we can compile all the information, put it in our computer busting machine, and get an average here. You know who our number one pick is? 13 mock drafts. You know what? I think I'm going to start down at the bottom. I just want to run it down real quick. I'll go fast. All right, Saquon Barkley got one mock draft that says he'll come to the 49ers. Jari Alexander, one mock draft says he's coming. Oh, I got bad news, Sheik. Show. And some of the other folks that used to, Trez says 120. If you are a Cortland Sutton fan, you've got one mock draft supporting you on that one. Arden Key, one mock draft is all he got. There was 65, by the way, they were taken. Mike McGlinchey got a mock draft. Joshua Jackson, to my surprise, got one mock draft saying that he would come to San Francisco. Harold Landry, my feelings got hurt a little bit, but now that I've listened to Terrence last hour, I realize maybe we can go with what we have and we might be fine. Remember, this defense is in its second year, having learned under Saleh. They're not going to look anything like they looked last year. They should look a lot better just because they know what they're doing. They can come on and build upon what they already learned last year instead of coming in fresh to learn the entire scheme. I kind of like that. So I'm getting over Harold Landry. He got only 3 mocks. Quentin Nelson picked up 4 mocks. DeMarcus Davenport, 5 mocks. So apparently, like some people believe, since he's got the highest upside, you bring him in, you let Chris Kiffin work with him, and you get that kid up to potential as fast as possible. He still seems to be a 3-year project. Roquan Smith picked up 7 mock drafts. Minka Fitzpatrick. No, I'm sorry. Derwin James. Oh, Raymond. Only 7 mocks agree that Derwin James is the man. A lot of people do like Derwin. I like Derwin. I'm just saying. 7 mock drafts for him. Minka Fitzpatrick, the experts were 2 mock drafts better with 9 for him. Tremaine Edmonds, Virginia Tech. 12 mock drafts. 12 analysts sat down and said, send Tremaine to you go west, young man, to San Francisco. But here's what really got my crow. For everything we know about Saleh's defense, why would you suggest and go against the almost policy in San Francisco? We need guys that are 6'1", long limbs. 13 mock drafts all agree. Denzel Ward is coming to San Francisco. Now, I found out something here just a little while ago that shocked me. The kid's got long arms. And that may be why he's such a good cover. Denzel, he's got 33-inch arms. He's not even 6 foot tall. I think he's like, 5'10", maybe on a good day, with high heels, with maybe wedges inside the shoes. So now, Denzel Ward. Here's the thing I'm starting to wrap myself around, and I don't know if you have yet or not, but here's what I'm wrapping myself around. I understand he's like chewing gum. I mean, once he sticks that receiver, and I don't give a damn who he is, he's got great speed, that receiver's not going nowhere. He will be dealt with all the way down the field. He breaks left, he breaks right. Denzel's going to be saying, I'm still here, man. I'm still here, man. Come on, man. You can do better than that. Come on. Here come the ball, boy. Get ready. Oh, bye. I could see where this could be possible for him. He could play. He's short. But if you want to cover, and all the 49ers want to know is, can you detain that receiver long enough for our people to distract that quarterback, for our people in the interior to get to that quarterback? Denzel Ward might be it. Saquon Barkley? I'll take them both now. So on that night of draft night, don't make me a hypocrite, because if Ronbo, I thought you wanted Harold Landry, man. The hell you celebrate for? Forget it. I'm telling you right now before draft night. If they say Saquon or Denzel, because what I like to do is I like to listen to reason. If you can make me understand why you're doing these things or saying them, or why I should believe in it, I'll go with it. I'll go with it. Let me go to the phone. And hey, Jimbo, you got no audio, Jimbo. Jimbo, go ahead, check out the instructions. You're missing one detail, and we can hear you, Jimbo. So check out the instructions. You got one more thing to do, and we'll hear you. And I'll be looking for you. Let's go to Lee. Hey, Lee. Yo, Lee. Where you at, Lee? Colin Lee. So while we work on that, as I say, Hey, Fox, are you there, Fox?
Hey, Ronbo, how you doing, fam?
Hey, Fox. This is good to hear you on Fox.
Man,
Fox comes in Monday through Friday. We don't hear him all the time on the weekends. Fox, man, yeah. Go ahead. What were we going to say?
Oh, Ronbo, I got to make time for you when I can.
All right. Thanks, for
yeah. It's good to be here. Hey, real quick, to answer your question of the day, listen, if Saquon's sitting there, I think he's going to be snatched up. But you could use once Saquon starts falling too far, I think other teams are going to have that same exact logic. So we'll see. I don't know if he's going to fall out. But like you said, I mean, Cowherd wasn't out on a limb. I mean, some of those other moves by the teams above us, that made sense. I mean, you could make an argument for it. Is it likely? I still don't think it's likely. But yeah, no. If Saquon Barkley is sitting there, I think he could be a huge. Well, I know he'd be a huge impact with Kyle Shanahan's offense. So
God, yes.
So that's kind of where I'm at with that.
And how about Denzel Ward? Can you live with that?
Denzel. Oh, Ronbo. Excuse me. Yeah, I could absolutely live with that. And so I'll get to that. Actually, I have some statements on that. So.
All right. Go ahead.
So as you heard, Ronbo, there was one small defection on Friday, but much more importantly, we invited James, who I believe is at or above my level of preparation for the show, which is the highest compliment I can give to the Heart Foundation. And go. If anyone out there that didn't hear James, go back in Friday, 20 minutes. He covered a ton of ground with ease. And I was on first, and after I spoke with you, James was on, and it hit me like a brick wall. I'm like, why is James a free agent out here on the Ronbo show? And I do not text and drive ever, but I text Mike like, hey, are you hearing this guy? And anyway, I'm like, man, we got to pick up James for the Heart Foundation. I mean it. I've said this before. I love hearing from James, and I hope everything's going well for him health-wise. I've heard him speak generally. Football is family, and anything you need, James, we got you, fam. And actually, Ronbo, I said there was one defection. Excuse me. I guess technically there were two. But when you sign a player and they fail the physical, and then they have to be cut. That happened a few times this off season. That happened with it. And I don't like how Sheik went about it, announcing it live on the show with no notice. But I'm not mad because James is going to be a fantastic addition to the Hart Foundation. We are not about one draft prospect. Hart Foundation is quality versus quantity. I think that's how we're always going to be. And that's not disrespect to anyone. It just speaks for itself. Now,
Right.
on Friday, the paper champion himself came in fired up. He was mad. He was so mad after my bit that he had to take my material and sneak it in another form. I said,
Right.
quote, for somebody that doesn't like Derwin James, Trey talks about Derwin's ass all the damn time. That's a quote. Okay. Then Trey, Ronbo, you know when you make a joke, and I mean joke to a friend, and the friend comes back with the same exact thing. Trey
Right.
did that. He's like, the only person you talk about more than Derwin James is me. And that was conceited. That was...
Fox,
What's up?
you know what, crowded tonight. I understand what you're doing. Let's we better get to football because we're gonna run out of time. But yes,
No, that's what I'm getting to. That's what I'm getting to, Rombo. Listen, I gotta respond. I mean, I have to respond because
okay, real quick though.
because we're not talking about Derwin James when he's here saying, you know, all this stuff. I understand if you don't want Derwin James because there's other needs, but Trey called out the Hart Foundation by bringing one stat which is meaningless. I hope Trey does refrain from speaking on Derwin James like he promised because he's compromised his credibility to smear Derwin James, and he's been exposed not only by me but by others. And real quick, listen, I want everyone else, elevate the guys you like over Derwin. I want to hear from you guys. Talk about Edmonds. Talk about Roquan. Talk about Landry. And if talk about Cortland Sutton. You're not going to hear complaints from me. Not everything is a slight. Not everything is disrespect. We all want what's best for the 49ers. And for example, Robo, if we did take Cortland Sutton at number 9, take Kyle Falls head over heels and demands John Lynch draft him.
All right.
That's my guy. That guy's a 49er. I'll battle any Lambs fan, any Seahawks fan that tries to disrespect that. Much love to the Hart Foundation. James, if you're listening, brother, welcome to the Hart Foundation. Mike the Hitman Hart. And then Raymond, I also love hearing from those guys too.
All right.
So I won't hold you up too much longer, Ronbo.
It's okay. I just wanted to, because if you had to the point, we're gonna run out of time. But all right, Mike. Fox, we're gonna go ahead and is that pretty much it? Did you anything else? We're gonna have to go now. We're out of time. Okay.
No, Rombo. No. That's Rombo. That was perfect. That was it. I just want to say, just elevate guys instead of tearing players down is easy.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the players.
That's what. Okay. Anyway, I want to make a point tonight, guys. What we want to do tonight is, since we're really crowded, go ahead and talk about whatever you want to talk about, and let's keep it to football tonight. Okay, we go to we're going to Lee now. Okay. Hey, Lee, are you there? Hello, Lee.
Yo, Ronbo.
Yeah, there you are. All right. Hey,
what up,
Lee.
Ronbo? How are you, brother?
I'm
good,
doing
bro.
all right. Hey, how you doing, Lee?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
All right. So, Lee, you've got some new things developing, and I imagine this isn't the last new thing we're going to get developed. But this came as a shock to me. Cowherd's picks and how they went down. Well, I says, that's possible, isn't it? And then, of course, as you know, Denzel Ward, which is a shock to me. What do you think of?
Oh yeah, no, watched that a few days ago, and that's when we had Saquon falling to us. Is that right, Ronbo?
Yeah, Saquon's falling to us at number 9. Wow, I don't know what I'll do if I hear the clock. And Saquon's not been picked up. We're going to pause for this, and the 49ers are on the clock. I don't know if I'm going to be. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah, no, like I've been defense the whole time, and I prefer someone probably in the front 7. Whether
Same
it's
here.
a linebacker or
at least
edge.
I did.
Yeah, but if Saquon fell, I wouldn't be angry about that. I'd have to be happier because what he would do for our offense, he'd take a lot of pressure off Jimmy. So yeah, no, I'd be happy if we got Saquon. With Denzel Ward, yeah, I'm not too sure because he'd probably take. Where would you play Ward? Would you take him in K1 spot?
See, that's.
And his high take because he doesn't really fit on the outside in our scheme.
Right, and if you're gonna draft him in the first round, don't you have to use him? That's a first round pick. You don't take a first round pick and put him in training. Well, you can, but I guess when you get to rotate, you got to put him up against. He's not taking Richard Sherman's job, so you're gonna put him up against Witherspoon. I don't get it.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that pick, but is he one of the like most common persons that they've got in our mock draft? It's him, like he's in a lot of them.
Picks
him. Denzel Ward.
Yeah,
but I don't think they're taking our scheme into consideration. Like I don't know if they're not doing their homework properly.
Apparently,
especially
not.
after I could see him maybe if we didn't sign Sherman, but now we got Sherman. Yeah, I don't think he's the biggest need, Ronbo. I'd rather go Tremaine Edmonds or one of the edge rushers.
Yeah,
but the edge rushers, it's not sure whether any of them outside of Chubb are worthy of that number 9 pick. That's the only thing. The edges.
God, I like Harold Landry, but I don't know. He may have to come in and be a 2-year project. And we already know Davenport's a 3-year project. So we get no immediate help from drafting the first round an edge that can't really play in the NFL.
Yeah. With the offense, like with back to Saquon though, I'd like to have him on our team. I just at the start of like a few weeks back, he wasn't really predicted to go. Like, they'll say number 1, number 2 sort of pick. But now with them sort of saying that he could be the guy that falls in the draft. Yeah, I wouldn't be. I'd be happy if we got him, like on offense, just not a receiver, not that Cortland Sutton or any of those guys.
But she can still whisper. He came in the last show. Hey, what about what's that? What's his the other Auden Tate? There's one. Was it Auden Tate? Yeah, Auden Tate runs like a 20-minute. Yeah, he runs like a 20-minute 40, right? And the guy's slow. And that's going to make Kyle Shanahan crazy, right? So, it's why he doesn't like slow. He wants quickness, and that's going to age a quarterback. I understand him now, too. So that's why Jimmy G's quickness, you don't have quickness with a slow-footed receiver. If you got quick, there's nothing the defense can do. So I understand him now.
Yeah. He likes those guys that are fast and get that separation. And, Auden Tate is not really that. He doesn't really fit the scheme. Yeah. Like when it comes to receivers, I like DJ Moore out of Maryland. He was a guy that I've liked for ages, and he killed it at the combine. Like he was like nearly at the top of everything. Yeah,
fast.
But what I like about him too is he's strong. Like, not only can he make the catches, but it's what he can do after he's made the catch. He's like a running back in the open field.
Yeah.
But I heard he's gone from like a 3rd rounder down to a late 1st rounder even. So he's probably going to go early. He's a lot earlier than he was expected to go. So I don't think we'll get him. But who's your favorite receiver in the draft? Like if we do get a receiver later.
And nobody's asked me this yet. And I try, I try to keep it to myself because I know people. But I like that kid out of Texas. Is his name Shirk?
DJ Shark? Is he LSU?
Yeah, Shark. Yeah. You see,
Tiger,
I've become a Kyle Shanahan guy. You know what? Because that kid is, he is quick. And talk about separation and ankle breaking. And he's I think he's about 5'10", 5'11", somewhere in there. So you put him in. If you're going to train a wide receiver to take over Garcon's spot, there he is,
Yeah, that's what I like too, Ron. But I like the thought of maybe getting a receiver, not 1st round, but maybe 3rd or 4th. And just getting someone there to take over from Garcon because he's maybe only have a year or 2 left there, at his peak. Because he's going to start to decline probably in a year or 2. So, if we could get someone in those later rounds, I'd be happy with that. It's not the first.
Yeah. So, that's where I am now. So, Saquon in the first, kid from Texas, maybe well, you know what? In the 2nd round, but that's too much offense. You're going to have to get it. We still got defensive needs.
Those defensive players, yeah.
Yeah, so.
I see the guys from How Foundation, is it Fox and them? He really wants Derwin James, Ronbo. I was watching a thing the other day, a podcast, and they were breaking him down, and they actually picked him over everyone. He was Derwin James.
Yeah, there are those. And this survey of 65 mock drafts, they include ESPN, NFL Network, and some others. But that doesn't mean that they're the authority on the subject. So I doubt Derwin James is out of the mix, to be honest. There's several players in there that I don't think. Denzel Ward being on top is, like you said, it's sort of like become cliche with most people because they don't feel like doing a lot of research because they're covering a lot of teams. So they just know that we lost Dante Johnson and we got skewered last year. And you look at who's the top defensive end or top defensive back, and I guess that's Ward as far as talent goes.
They say he's the best, like, especially covering people. We know he doesn't give them much space, and he's got that speed.
Yeah.
And even though he does short, like you said, he's got good reach, like he's got long arms.
Yeah.
And that probably makes up for his height a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I don't think we'll draft him, but if we did, I wouldn't be disappointed just because he is a defensive player. Yeah.
We'll see. I don't know, Lee. I just kind of a scary thought because last year I said, no way we're getting Solomon Thomas. Take your train and run it off the track.
Solomon. I hope he gets better this year. There are a lot of people predicting it, Ronbo, that he'll have a better year this year.
Yeah. No, I don't dislike him now. I think he'll be better.
Yeah.
He got hurt last year. People forgot. Solomon got hurt in the middle of the season. Oh, my God. Hey, Lee, let's talk to you on Monday night, all right?
Yeah, thanks, Ronbo. A quick shout out to the Hit Squad and our newest members, Mike Rapina and Kenny.
There you go.
Peace.
All right, bro. Have a great day, should I say, Lee? All right. Let's go to Felix. Felix, now's the time, Felix. Come on in here, man.
What's up?
You had a lot to say last hour, so now it's okay.
What's up, boss? How you doing? I can talk freely this time.
Yeah,
I ain't even got to ask. I can talk freely.
Take the chains off of Felix. Let him talk.
Okay. All right. Okay. Look, if Saquon Barkley drops, that's obvious. We got to get him because he's the type of back that Shanahan needs. And me being here in Atlanta, he likes those running backs to catch the ball at the backfield. So, because last year Carlos Hyde had 50 receptions out of the backfield. So that's the type of player that we couldn't pass on. And then Saquon Barkley returned kicks, returned punts, so he can do
everything.
A lot more things other than just run the football. So if he drops down in our lap at number 9, then that's a given. We got to take him. That's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer. And about Denzel Ward, like I was saying on the last show, I'm just on Mika Fitzpatrick because he can play so many positions with the safety, with the cornerback, and he turns his defense into points. If you look at some of his games, his highlights, he blocked a punt for a touchdown, fumbles for a touchdown, interceptions for touchdowns, and he can play so many positions. And because I'm gonna be honest with Jimmy Ward, he's gonna take Jimmy Ward's place at his position.
I go pick on Jimmy Ward
because he hasn't. I'm just saying when he's there, when he's healthy, he's good, but he's not healthy.
True.
So, and that's and even if he does have a good season, because it's a contract year, I really would not take a chance on him. But I just think when you look at the video, like Mr. Fitzpatrick is everywhere. He's just one of those dudes. And then not only that, he's a champion. He was a champion in Alabama. See those things. He was well coached by Nick Saban. So I just think between Barkley is a given, and then you have Fitzpatrick. You have to get those players. That's a no-brainer to me.
Yeah.
What you think, Ball?
No, I because there's so much quality in that top 15 or 20. You can't miss, actually, on anybody because we don't need a quarterback, but everybody after that is just good. I mean, you got 6 or 7 players are just really quality following those quarterbacks, So, yeah.
But what's going to be our advantage this year? What's going to be our advantage? It's so many players that's going to go good in the first round. It's still going to be – because to me, I feel like it's going to be it's going to be the 2 first rounds. The second round, part of the second round is going to be the first round, too. Because you can't get everybody in that first round, the top, 32. You can't get – so I think with the first 32 – and I say the next probably maybe after that, maybe 10 to 15, those still are first round players.
Yeah.
So I think we have a round and a half of first round players.
Just the running
That's
backs
how good this draft is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
I mean, the running backs, quality of running backs can take you possibly into the third round because, like you're saying, people have other needs, but besides running back, because it's a passing league. Because I figure the wide receivers are going to take over the second round, right? But the third round is all quality running backs who can still be there. I mean, guys, Dan, who do you think? I mean, Felix, who do you think? I figure Geis goes, Saquon goes in the first round, maybe Penny. Also, who's the guys over at the duo of Barkley's brother and Sony? Yeah. It's an endless amount of running backs that can help a team right now.
Oh man, what you talking? And you know something else too. You know who's being overshadowed a lot. That when we first start talking about the draft, nobody's talking. Calvin Ridley. Ain't nobody really been talking about him.
Look at that. See that? He goes in the first though.
He goes in the first, but if he drops in the high second, I won't be surprised because it's just. Because first of all, at least the first top 5 to 10 players are going to be quarterbacks. You got Rosen, and you got Darnold, you got Allen, you got Baker Mayfield, and I think that Lamar Jackson may go in a late first round too.
Oh, mid first round. I think the Cardinals. If Lamar Jackson is there when the Cardinals pick, if they don't trade up to get somebody. He is in Arizona in a heartbeat. Because what are you going to do? You're gonna rely on Sam Bradford, who rarely plays more than 5 minutes into a season. They got to get him.
Yeah. You're right. And another team I think too, because he just signed a 2-year contract. I think he might end up in New Orleans too, Lamar Jackson too.
And then,
I think that would be a good fit for him too.
Maybe because they want to disturb Drew. Because, if at first round. But, Felix, we're out of time. Let me see you tomorrow night. We'll continue with this, all right?
Okay, man. Thank you. I'll talk to you tomorrow, brother.
Thank you, Felix. Have a good day.
All right. Bye-bye.
Yeah, it's easy to get on these. These conversations sometimes we got to go quickly, though, because we got a lot of people. But, man, I can go all day with some folks, man. You know what I mean? And let me tell you what. I'm going to come over to people's houses, man, and make sure you got plenty of hamburgers and pizza. I love hamburgers and pizza, man. And, by the way, my favorite wine, Malbec. The Argentinian brands. All right? Okay, wait. Let's go to Raymond!
What's up, Ronbo? How you doing tonight, man?
Oh, Raymond, man, doing all right, man. You man, I tell you.
Hey, man, first of all, yesterday, or Friday, Saturday, when I called, I was in my car, so I was yelling, and I was getting a little emotional, because I love these Niners real bad, you know what I'm saying? But I can't realize. Yeah, I can't realize how loud I was talking, but I didn't attack nobody. I was talking about football. I listened to the replay twice, so I wasn't attacking nobody.
No, I had a feeling.
Shout out to Heart Foundation. Shout out to Heart Foundation. Shout out to everybody out there. But I got a little intro, and here it goes.
Now wait a minute. We've got some shows that Jim can never do. Listen. Hey, look at him going. Look at him go.
Raymond,
you remember that?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Raymond, who is that?
De La Soul.
De La Soul. Yeah, I forgot that intro.
Yeah.
With
Look at Lil Derwin go. Look at Lil Derwin go. Yeah.
What's that dude? What's that dude that leading that group?
Man, I don't know. I just was looking around.
But anyway,
and I saw that. And I thought that was kind of funny.
It is funny, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Yeah, but back to football. Okay, I love the Niners, man. Saquon Barkley, I don't care if he is there at whatever 9. That's not my problem, man. We just paid a running back a lot of money. We got a fullback that we pay like a running back. We gonna have the richest backfield ever? Come on, man. That's not happening, man. We got a running back. We got a backup running back. We got another running back. We don't even know it can hold the ball. So we're not going to waste that pick on a running back. You guys mad at me talking about a safety that's not going to get on the field, and you trying to get a running back and to put the people that we pay. Yeah, so that's dead. Denzel Ward.
No, I was just saying, but
What
this is
you
the kind of
saying?
guy. I was thinking, this is the guy that you can actually hold somebody else hostage. If the next team says, "Oh, wait a minute, y'all don't need Saquon here," no, I actually don't. I just got him here because I knew you'd call. You want him, but you won't give me. I could see that happening. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
I
thinking.
do. I
If you
would do
don't keep
something
him,
like that. I would do something like that if I could, like for the next few picks, because I need Derwin, man. I'm telling you, man. It's between Derwin and Minka, right? Let me explain this again, okay? And I heard him saying something about the scheme. And every scheme they play man defense. So the scheme cover 3, yeah, but they play in man too, okay? The offense is fine. We got a good offense. We scoring points. Not saying we don't need, but even if we do pick a wide receiver in the later rounds, we still haven't, looked at all the wide receivers we've been got, like Kendrick Bourne. We got the return man, my boy Quick Six. Everybody's forgetting about him, so they talking about he can run
Victor
kickback. We
Bolden
got a
Jr.
return man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a return man. The reason why I keep saying Derwin, the rules has changed. It's obvious the quarterback's throwing the ball around. If we get Derwin, we could put him on the field with Colbert and Tart on passing situations. That would be more effective than picking a Denzel Ward. That's already going to be a third on depth chart and never going to get in the game. Versus Derwin going to play every pass down because we're going to have more defensive backs out there to help with these passing quarterbacks and this passing league. And that's my take on it, man. And I know you guys talking about the pass rusher, but like I was saying, you got so many different pass rushers. We got more than enough picks than we need. Not that we need, that we can even sign. So guys got to pay attention to that too. You don't want to keep trading backwards. How about we use some of these picks we have and trade up? Because we can't even sign all these picks. If we do pick 9 players right now, we couldn't sign all of them. So you're wasting a few picks right there.
I agree. In fact, you'll be happy to know, Raymond, I got talked out of that last hour. I am now, you know what, just to clarify for everybody, Raymond, where are you going to line Derwin up on that pass play you're talking about? You put him at the Will, you're going to put him at the Sam, where are you going to put him?
I'm gonna put him on opposite end of Derwin James. Of Ruben, wherever Ruben not, I'm gonna put him. It depends on how the offenses line up, because these offenses spread out. They play a spread. They play a spread to fill out. So you got to see how the offense line up, and then you come out. Like the offense, what package, which side of the ball is the running back on? The running back on. Because if you have Derwin out of position, a running back on the other side, then you got to switch before the play. So it depends on how the offense line up, is how we would line up, whether it's the Sam or the Will. NFL is changing, and people not realizing that. So you can go ahead and get that big, bulky linebacker. I think we need a linebacker in this draft, right? That's why I was looking at Tremaine and the other guy from Georgia, Roquan Smith, right? And then I was saying, well, if these referees are going to call all these crazy penalties, they're not going to let the guys bump them or touch them, that means you're going to have fast wide receivers and running backs and tight ends, because all the tight ends now are hybrid too. They're not just blocking tight ends, they got speed. Jordan Reed, Washington Redskins, Vernon Davis, San Francisco 49ers,
Raymond said, can you believe Raymond said Vernon Davis? We're talking about Vernon Davis this time, and Vernon is still out there smoking people, which is scary. Raymond, we're out of time.
Exactly. So you got the big linebacker chasing him. That's why I said Derwin. Then I got to think about Minka, but Minka is more of a corner-like slot type of player, and he's not big as Derwin at the linebacker. Derwin has the size for the play linebacker. We're not going to start him or nothing. We're going to have him on passing down. He's going to be more effective for the team than any other pick. And then we go get the pass rusher in the next pick, like we maybe trade up and get that pass rusher, because you got so many of them: Landry, Davenport, Chubb, Arden Key.
Or even in the second or third round. Raymond, we got to
go. Don't have that many players that can play linebacker and safety.
I agree. Raymond, let me get you to stop there. I'm going to tell you what, Raymond, a good point, and you clarified something I think people are confused about. So we're going to see you tomorrow if you get some time, all right?
All right, Ronbo, go Niners, man.
Hey, appreciate you, Raymond. Yeah, we still love you, man. Come on now, Raymond. You know we ain't mad at you. There's Raymond. All right. Hey, Nighthawk.
What's up, Rambo?
It's Nighthawk is up. The man who inspired an entire club. Nighthawk, what's going on with you tonight, man?
Oh, it's WrestleMania.
Oh, you went. You didn't just watch. You went to WrestleMania.
No, I was on TV.
Oh, I thought you went. I thought you were there. I was, what? Yeah, no, WrestleMania. Yeah, I know. WrestleMania is, well, that's a big event of the year. But Nighthawk, since you're here, man, I mean, what's going on?
Same old stuff, man. Ready for the draft.
Yeah. But listen, tonight it's about Colin Cowherd says the 49ers may see Saquon Barkley drop right at number 9. What do you think about the possibility of that, and what would you do? Would you keep him? Would you go ahead and go about your business as you was going to in the first place? Because this would be a surprise. Or what you going to do?
Well, if he does drop now, I get him.
You going to keep him? All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll keep him.
All right. You really, we already paid a lot of money for a running back. I mean, but Saquon he is special, but I mean, All right.
But if he drops 9, I'll pick him up.
All right. I kind of think, man, I really wish I could figure Kyle out on that one. I wonder if he would too. Hey, and Razor also, a Razor. And Nighthawk, here's the thing. It seems now that Denzel Ward is popular amongst all the analysts in the league. Out of 65, 13 said it's Denzel Ward coming to the 49ers in the first round. What?
He might come.
You okay with that?
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Now, you're kind of easy tonight. You'll take Saquon in the first or Denzel.
Well, I'm okay with that. Look, whatever they do, whatever Shanahan pick, I'm okay with that.
See, that's what I'm talking about. When I say Niner fans have figured out the top mind in football is in San Francisco, leave him alone. If he says it's cool, it's cool. Hey, high five you, Nighthawk. You're so right, man. Let him do it.
Let him do it. Let him do it. It's up to him who he wants.
Yeah, I agree. I ain't gonna argue. In fact, I'm gonna get whatever we pick in the first round. I'm already ready, Nighthawk. I'm ready for a surprise because who I think it's gonna be, or who I thought it was gonna be, it ain't gonna be. So I'm ready.
It took too long to come. I wish it was right now.
I wish. Wouldn't it be nice? We got 3 weeks, Nighthawk. We'll make it. We will make it. We will survive. We will be ready.
That's 49ers in that empire.
And keep everybody straight on that, Nighthawk. I'm digging it. All right, Nighthawk. I'm going to tell you what, man. I'm going to see you tomorrow, all right?
Okay, go Niners. Let's kick ass.
I appreciate Nighthawk. But I took away from WrestleMania to come in and check out. All right. Let us now move on to Bashar. Bashar, you watching WrestleMania?
I sure am.
Of course, you got
the Sheik right here.
And Sheik's over there watching too. Both these guys live in Roseville. It's convenient. How many minutes does it take to get to you guys' houses?
Literally takes like 5 minutes to get to his house. It's the first time I actually met him, though. He's a really cool guy.
Yeah. So you guys can actually jog to each other's place in like 10 to 15 minutes then.
Yep, pretty much.
Bashar, what are you thinking here tonight, man? I mean, Saquon Barkley, do you do like, I mean, we just heard, Nighthawk just said, yeah, I'm keeping him. And Nighthawk also says if Denzel Ward falls, he's keeping him too. Why? Because we have faith in Kyle Shanahan.
Saquon's a guy that you hold on to, in my opinion. He's that good. Even if we already have Jerick McKinnon comes off the bench and relieves him, that's fine because Saquon is just a monster. You keep him.
You know what, though, Bashar? I got a feeling McKinnon would still be in his role. I think Shanahan would line up 2 roles, much like he did with Tevin and also Devontae over in Atlanta, when I think about it.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, Saquon's just insane. I don't see how any team they had a
Good
shot
pass.
to get him would trade him away.
Yeah, that'd be
I still
strange.
think we trade down. I just don't. I can't fathom Saquon dropping like that. I seriously can't. I think we trade down some way somehow.
Hey, but Bashar, what are you going after by trading down, though? Like Taryn pointed out last hour, you sort of, in this draft, you sort of lose that quality pick by trading down. At number 9, do we really need to go down and get more picks?
I'd like to, because I want, obviously, my first priority pass rusher at substitute more in the round anyways. Not that's something we wouldn't have to take them necessarily at 9 if you didn't want to, and get a receiver. Mr. Cortland Sutton might be available if we have 2 first rounders. You never know. It doesn't have to be Cortland, though. I'm perfectly fine with us getting EQ St. Brown or some guy kind of like him. Arden Tate. Robert Tate, that is, or EQ St. Brown. One of those. There's a whole bunch of big receivers out there. If we get one like that in round 2 or 3, that's fine. I just think it'll be a perfect complement to the guys we already have. We got Speedster, Goodwin. We got Pierre Garcon, more intermediate type of receiver. Trent Taylor, of course. So it would just be an amazing receiving core if we just got one more dude to complement them.
Well, they're gonna get one. I don't know which round they're gonna get one, but they are gonna get one. So you guys are gonna probably end up being pretty excited about that later, because this draft is so loaded. You just don't know where people's priorities or teams' priorities are. Because I think in the second round you're gonna see a run on cornerbacks. Well, that's going to go first round, partially in the second round. So you know what? You do finally end up with a lot of quality receivers by the time the 49ers. I mean, our pick is so bad. We should have been in the playoffs last year with the pick that we got way down there in the late 20s. It's just, it's awful. what are we, 28, 29? Oh.
Playoffs? You're talking about playoffs? Seriously, though, with that squad that we had, we were playing.
Or 59, should I say.
This season, we probably could have been in the playoffs had we had Jimmy all season, but we didn't. But hey, we have this whole new season coming around to make up for that. And as far as the Odell Beckham Jr. Thing goes, I don't see it happening myself. I just think that, like I mentioned, one of those lesser-known receivers would just complement our squad perfectly. One of those rookie guys, rather than a major superstar like Beckham Jr. He may cry and whine, hey, I'm not getting the ball as much, or he may do some stupid antics on and off the field, and we may have to give up way too much. I don't want to give up the farm.
2 first-round picks.
I want us to drown him. He's a great talent, but it's not going to go to the farm.
Yeah, you know what? That's it right there, Bashar. You mortgage the future. If you're going to give him $20 million a year, him and Jimmy G have got the entire salary cap between the two of them. That makes no sense. So, it was never in the cards, I don't think. Yeah.
But one more thing really quick. This is a little off topic. Good old Buddy Nighthawk there. Remember, he was getting mad doing his installments, and I have a new thing for him. So whenever he gets like that, when he gets angry, I say I'll call him the Night Hulk. Like he turns into the Hulk.
I can't wait till his next installment. I got to remember that. Nighthawk Watson, let me holler at you. He's morphing into the Hulk, the Night Hulk. Bashar.
At the end of the day, whoever we get, I'll try my best to accept it and learn to live with it. And possibly, hey, that would probably be a better idea than who I wanted in the first place. Who knows?
And usually it works out, right? Hey, Bashar, I appreciate you guys. Get back to that WrestleMania, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow if you get some time, all right?
All right, man. Peace.
Peace. There you go. Now you seen him in action. That was Sheik. Right. Hey, and Sheik's guy. In fact, Sheik is ready. Hey, Sheik, since you're already there, come on in, man.
What's up, brother? What's going on?
Sheik was just sitting back here, man, and I can tell you what, the news of the latest box and Cowherd going wild. The media's just working 49ers' minds like crazy, man. So you know what? I just wonder if any of them are right. Saquon Barkley dropping to 9. What? And everybody appreciates Denzel Ward over anybody else for a first-round pick? What? So, it's getting crazy.
It's all over the place, Ronbo. We don't know what the draft is going to happen. Just a lot of guys might fall, we might drop, we might go up, but I doubt that's going to. But trading back is the best choice for us, and that's why there's a lot of guys like if Saquon's not going to fall, I doubt that's going to happen. But I would love to have Saquon. But
Who am I talking to?
he is the game changer. He is the guy that everybody wants. And the thing is, we need to go get is Saquon if anything else. That's my opinion on that.
Sheik, you're okay with Saquon?
Yes, 100%.
All right, there you go.
That is a game changer.
There you go, Sheik.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, Sheik has been around. That's just the other day. You wanted somebody else, Sheik. I'm going to say right now. I'm going to pencil in Saquon Barkley is your choice. I know I'm going to pencil it in because I think I'm going to have to erase this.
Throw a pillow at me.
There you go.
But the thing is, Courtland Sutton is a guy we need to trade back for, and shout out to that drink. But we need like game changer. We need defensive ends. We need this. We need that. But we need a lot of things, and I think one player is not going to change everything. So
yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. It's going to take more than one player. Yeah, Sheik, you know what I'm thinking, though? What if we've got some players we really appreciate right now? If we're going to bring in some new guys, some of them are going to be really probably good, and others are going to be all so-so, right? Somebody's going to lose their job this year. If you had to pick out a couple of guys that may lose their job this year real quickly, just without thinking a long time about it, who do you think's out of here if they do the draft in accordance to what you want to see it? Courtland Sutton comes. Who leaves?
Who leaves? Let's see. Aldrick Robinson. He leaves.
That makes it easy, right? I picked wide receiver. That's too easy.
And that's sad to say. Eli Harold is going to leave.
Eli's going to be our elite Leo.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. I'm sorry, but it's not going to happen. We try to give so many chances with even Eric Armstead. He needs to leave.
So so if you drafted an interior lineman, or lineman, actually, it doesn't matter, huh?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, we need a lot of things, Ronbo, and that's why we need to trade back and get more picks because that second round pick is just sitting there like, okay, that's technically pretty much like a third round pick. So we need to get more guys. Right. That's why I'm against Derwin James. I don't want him. I like him. I think he's a good player. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but he is not a Saquon Barkley that you go grab. He's not that type of player. But that's why we need to trade back.
Okay.
I said it.
And Raymond, I didn't say nothing, man. That was Sheik.
That was Sheik. I said it. And if you want to come at me, come and join on the Nighthawk squad, and we could have that conversation as well. But obviously, Ronbo, you're the best.
Hey, Sheik, how do you reach them? People want to join that conference. By the way, that conference is raising it all the time because you'll see notifications popping up 24/7. How do they reach us, Al, to get added?
Yeah, just add me on Facebook, Sohel, Sohel, and the last name Rad, Rad, and then just hit me up. I'll send you the link, and you'll be set. But I definitely want Raymond and Hitman join us. We want that conversation. Come and join us. Enough is enough. But hit that like. I want likes. See this finger, thumb? I want likes. And I want that share, and sub this, man. This is the best place to be, guys. Tell all the Niner fans.
Hey,
they're missing out.
And I gotta take that as a compliment. They're watching WrestleMania, but they took out a couple of minutes to talk some 49er football. It doesn't get any better than that. Thank you, guys. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. Thanks, fam. Night, Bashar. All right, guys.
Go
Niners! All right, guys. Oh, hey, what we got? Is that Vinny? Yo, Vinny.
Yes, it is, Ronbo. How you doing?
Vinny, doing all right, man, and just sitting back here contemplating the future and wondering what life would be like if all of a sudden Saquon Barkley falls to number 9. And we're sitting there waiting for that commercial to end. Roger Goodell walks out to the podium and says the 49ers with the 9th pick select as we all sit there. Saquon Barkley. What?
That would be insane.
Yeah.
Like, ever since before the Jimmy Garoppolo trade, Saquon Barkley was definitely my draft crush. That was like when we were at like pick like number 3, and Saquon was like my number 1 draft crush. But I don't see him falling. I don't see him falling.
I know Cowherd.
No way.
If you look at Cowherd's draft, though, it actually looks possible. I still can't believe it, but yeah.
Yeah, but what I think if Saquon, like, if he does get taken, I think we should go for Tremaine Edmonds, because the worst thing this season was Reuben Foster every single game in that 10th. Every single game. Every single game. He was
at least 4
injured
minutes or
every
so.
single play.
Rolling around on the ground in pain. I know. It worried me to death. I agree. Yeah.
And when the season first started, I thought Navarro Bowman and Reuben Foster, it was going to be that Patrick Willis and Bowman connection again. I really thought that was going to be like the number 1 duo in the league, because it was just crazy when we first drafted Reuben.
Yeah.
And,
yeah. So Tremaine Edmonds, you like Tremaine Edmonds in the first round, right?
Yeah, but if like I like Edmonds, or I like Harold Landry too, because I like when the season first started, I thought our D-line, and there was going to be so much pressure on that quarterback, and there was none at all. There was just they just had all day to throw that ball.
I mean, yes, and that's why, and we blame Dante Johnson, but poor Dante, I feel bad for him, because here's another thing: he wasn't that bad until last year. Dante was never great, but this year he was so bad, and why? Just for what you just said. If the quarterback's got all day to throw, you could put Revis in his prime, Dion, and also Richard Sherman. If that quarterback's got all day to throw, your average, and even your average NFL receiver is going to finally get open. And that's why I'm saying, we got to have a better rush. But I think they're going to be better this year. This is their second year.
Yeah, hopefully that'll be nice.
Yeah.
But I hope Solomon Thomas has a backup year, has a bounce back year. That'll be nice. Because I think, what did he have last year? 2 sacks? So he had?
No, he had 3. He had 3. And he was hurt.
He had 3 sacks.
Yeah, he had 3 sacks, and he was hurt part of the year. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think
the Rams, though, I'm not worried about the Rams, because no matter what happens, Kyle Shanahan and Jimmy G will always put points on the board, no matter who you verse.
Right? That's what I'm talking about. They're not going to stop him.
Like, you can't stop Jimmy G. It's just you can't. Especially with Pierre Garçon in there. Oh, my gosh.
Hey, tell you what, Vinny, the biggest weapon in all of this, it's Shanahan. You know, Shanahan's watching he's watching the field. He's play calling. There is no defense in existence that Kyle Shanahan can't out-scheme. So this is why I find it funny. And he's got this kind of quarterback, extremely dangerous.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I feel like there are good things to come with the season. Really good things to come.
You got a good thing, too, because get ready for that. Man. Right,
but even if, like, I don't, like, I wouldn't mind Roquan Smith either. Like, still another linebacker in that position, and Reuben Foster and another linebacker. No one's running on them. No one.
Yeah. Roquan, last hour's GM pointed something out that I had been noticing for a long time, and I figured I can't be seeing what I'm seeing. Roquan he doesn't take people down immediately. He can make a good hit sometimes, but Roquan takes too long to get people down to the ground. I noticed that too. Roquan's that kind of guy that, all right, guys, I got him. Hey, help me get him down. I don't.
Yeah.
I like solo guys who go out there and do these things like Reuben. If Reuben could just please stay out of trouble. Oh.
Yeah, I know.
God.
Well, last thing before I go, Ronbo. Derwin James, I don't know if I want him, because same thing with when Tyrann Mathieu first started, at least everybody wanted him. But the thing is, where are you going to put Derwin James? Where are you going to put him?
I know. Don't
you got Tart and you got
Benny, don't ask this question. It makes listen. He's going to line him up opposite of Reuben. No matter where Reuben is, he's going to, if it's at the Will, at the Sam, or somewhere. But they'll find a place to put him as long as he's out there, okay?
Yeah.
I'm repeating that because every time you guys keep saying that, and Raymond comes in, I told y'all. So I'm telling you, Raymond has him lined up opposite of Ruben, just to clear that up. All right? Whether it be Sam, Will, somebody's going to sit down and let Derwin play in that package.
That would be dangerous. Wow.
Yeah.
That would be very dangerous.
All right.
I cannot wait for this draft.
Hey, Vinny, I'm going to see you tomorrow, okay?
All right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Vinny. Have a good night. Yeah, let me, all right, bro. Hey, let me explain again. If you're wondering, I asked Raymond tonight to clear that up, and he had been saying it all the time. But listen, Raymond's not saying anybody. He's going to keep Klotsky T out there. He's going to keep Colbert. He's going to keep everybody out there. Now, one of the linebackers may have a seat, maybe. And what really could be cute, if he takes a lineman out and lines Derwin up toward, let's say if he, no, you don't want to take the Leo out. Well, you know, you can get creative with those situations as long as it's not legal. The referee throws a flag, then you got a problem. But you can line him up in places where maybe, you know, you wouldn't, just to give him the advantage. So, you know, I understand what Raymond's saying. I'm just trying to translate that for you. All right. So he's going to be playing opposite of Ruben somewhere on that field. But he's going to keep people out there. But there may be somebody else who sits down like Malcolm Smith or somebody. Hey, is it Derek? Derek!
Ronbo! What's up, man?
Derek, I'm telling you, man, we're looking into the future. It's so bright. Where's my shades? I don't have them with me. Doggone it. But Derek, Saquon Barkley could be your running back, according to Colin Cowherd. And most people believe that Denzel Ward is going to be your first-round pick. Your feeling on both matters.
My feeling on Saquon ain't no way. Derek, you're tonight, man.
Derek, I hear you on speakerphone though. You can't do that.
Oh, I'm not.
Oh, you're not?
You hear me better?
You sound like way back there.
Oh, you hear me better though?
Well, about the same. Okay, go ahead. Just make it. We'll just speak up. Make sure you speak up, and I can hear you. Okay, go ahead. A little different than usual.
Okay. Yeah, man. Ain't no way hell Saquon is falling to 9, bro. I don't see it happening at all.
I can't either. It's a pipe dream, but you know, and maybe it's not a dream. Maybe we don't really need him that badly, but it's just funny to have him.
But if he did fall to 9, baby, if he did fall to 9,
yeah,
we gotta take him, bro. We gotta take him. I'm sorry. Before anybody comes at my head, like, have you seen Jerick McKinnon's contract? Like, a lot of it's like based on the first year anyway. Like,
yeah.
After this year, if he doesn't like perform or anything, we could easily get rid of him or something. If that happens, but either way, we could pick up Saquon. It wouldn't be that big of a deal, honestly.
Derek, you know, Derek, you're kind of like the guy. You walk in with your lady. It took you like months to get her to go out with you. You walk into the club, and Cardi B walks over and say, "Hey, what's your name?" And Derek gets up. "Whoa, hey, ain't you Cardi B? Yo, hey, let's go over in the corner and talk." You cannot go along with Saquon just because he's there. You gotta stick to your plan, man.
Man, you know how big of a player I am, bro? I can get both. What's the what do you need? One.
I guess I should use another example then.
Yeah.
But you know. But anyway, but I feel you on that. If Saquon falls, how do you pass him up? Yeah, it's hard. So.
Yeah, man. And like I'm saying, Jerick McKinnon's contract, a lot of it's based on the first year. Like, it wouldn't be that bad if Saquon fell to us, but I don't think he's gonna fall to us at all. I think Cowherd is like, I don't know what he's hearing that from, but I don't see it happening either way. So like, and the Denzel Ward issue, I see him passing up. We're passing up on it, man. We're not going to pick him at all. Like,
yeah.
I don't know what these guys are saying, these analysts, but I just don't see it happening, man.
And so many of them. I don't understand how so many of them believe that. Why do they all believe that? It's worrying me. Because last year I said, ain't no way Solomon Thomas is coming. And I think the analysts did the same thing last year. Solomon Thomas will go to the 49ers with the second overall pick. No, he ain't. You know, and what I look like, and what I look like on draft night. What? You know, so I'm still shell shocked.
I still watch that reaction to this day, man. Yeah, man. But ain't no way in hell Denzel Ward is falling us to 9, bro. Let me tell you what's going to happen in the draft. Let me pick down. Top 4, they're going to be QBs. The Giants are going to take QB. They can't afford to not take QBs. The Bills are going to turn into the 4th spot. That's what's going to happen. 5th, I think the Broncos take Saquon because, man, John Elway, he needs to get a good player. He always, he doesn't know how to pick players in the first round. He needs to get the for sure prospect. 6, Bradley Chubb. 7, they got Cool Nelson with the Buccaneers. They got Tremaine Edmonds. And 9, I think we got to go Derwin, man. I know people want, Roquan, but Roquan, what if you put him in the same position at will, who's going to do it better? Who could cover better? Who could go through blockers? Roquan, that's Roquan's biggest, factor. What he can't do, he can't get past the blockers. He's just terrible at that, man.
See,
just watch the film.
Yeah, he's got flaws. He's got them kind of flaws that are going to piss you off if you're watching the game. And as I say, his tackling is questionable at times. So, yeah. Yeah, Roquan
man,
is...
Denzel, excuse me, yeah, Derwin James, like Raymond is saying, it makes completely sense. He could be like Telvin Smith for what he is for the Jaguars. He could be our Telvin Smith at the linebacker position. He could play safety and linebacker. There's hybrids already out there in the NFL. He could be that for us. He fits in a 4-3 scheme. He's just a Robert Saleh guy, bro. Raymond gets more pissed than I do, but he makes complete sense with what he's talking about. I don't know what people don't miss out on that.
Derek, we're going to stop there, though. I'm gonna tell you what, I'm going to see you tomorrow if you get some time, bro. And have a great evening, huh? Thanks, Derek.
And tell Rudy, fuck the Rams. Go Niners.
Is Rudy up in here? Boy, let me look at the chat. Because Rudy, man, he be tripping, man. Come on, bothering 49er fans. Hey, is that Jay? Hey, Jay.
Ronbo, my man, how you doing tonight?
Hey, Jay, man, I'm like digesting the news that's coming down. I'm getting a kick out of Saquon. His Cowherd's got everybody rolling. Cowherd might have did that on purpose just to get attention. And then, but out of them people, all them people talking about Denzel Ward coming to San Francisco, I'm trying to blame it on they don't really realize what we do in San Francisco. That's why they said, well, give them the number one defensive back since they struggled so badly with that last year. They're not looking at scheme or anything. So,
I definitely want to touch on that. But if I may, real quick, I just want to give a shout out to Rams fans in our chat. And thanks for spending your Sunday evening with us. I'm sure you'll be doing that come playoffs. I appreciate y'all very much. Just if I may. And everybody in the chat, quit playing them no mind, man. They're feeding off of that. Let them go. Let them go.
Oh, man.
But yeah, to touch your point, Colin Cowherd, man, I don't know about that, dude. He has a big ego. I mean, earlier, a month ago, he has us as his dark horse team, and I think he's just reaching to make sure we get Saquon any way he can in this little mock draft. It's not going to happen. I like letting us live the dream, but at some point we got to wake up because I'm looking at it like this: we got 8 teams in front of us, and at least 6 of them are running back needy. And with a man like Saquon Barkley, I mean, you just don't pass that up if you're one of those 6 teams.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
as far as Denzel, please.
No, I just meant, I was just thinking, if the first 4 guys, and I figured if first 4 are quarterbacks, and then if they take Bradley Chubb, the Cleveland Browns, and then the 5th team, actually, they may be looking for a quarterback. That's 5. So now you got 4 players, unless somebody takes Lamar Jackson, the other guy, Cameron, what's his name, quarterback. That's 3 or 4 players left. Is Saquon the first between him, Quentin Nelson, Minka Fitzpatrick, Bradley Chubb? No, Bradley Chubb went with the supposedly should be going to Cleveland. It gets a little crazy. There's freaky things at that point. So you got Saquon dropping down to 6 or 7 damn near.
If he makes it to us, I say we take him. I could definitely be wrong, and it definitely could happen. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere, but I'll tell you, I'm going to church right after that. I'm going to church right after that.
And you should. Maybe we should watch from church. Because listen, the thing is, we're all doing the same thing. Everybody's abandoning their principles and saying things like, oh, well, if it's, Saquon, then later for what I had in mind, we're taking Saquon.
Yeah, all bets are off. All bets are off at that point. You know what I mean? The stars align just in our favor. All that good stuff. But I'll say, like, if he does fall to 9, we take him or we trade him to the Raiders for their next 100 first-round picks. Whichever comes first.
Yeah, since the Raiders don't mind, they're paying Gruden $100 million for the rest of his life, so why not? Come on, Raiders.
Exactly. They're willing to sell the ship, so it's all good.
God.
Yeah, man.
But go ahead, Jay.
As far as Denzel Ward, though, Denzel Ward, I'm not really sure. Yeah, you're right. He doesn't really fit our length and our stuff. And honestly, if we were to go for somebody like Denzel Ward, I think that we could maybe I forget exactly where Anthony Everett at Alabama is going, but I looked at him as kind of a similar little slight downgrade from Denzel Ward that you could find in the second. If it's at the end of the second, we could just pull him. If not, we may trade or something like that. But there's plenty of cornerback depth in the draft, so why do that at the first? You know?
Yeah, I don't get that. I mean, I know we looked bad in the secondary last year. I understand that. But you're going to give us Denzel Ward in the first round? What are you, crazy? You know, that's why I say I'd rather have Isaiah Oliver in the second round. So.
Mm-hmm. And who's going to sit down for him? That's almost like our safety spot. Like, Keller just started showing promise. So you're going to sit him down all of a sudden?
Yes.
You could put Denzel at slot. You know, he is a smaller, quicker guy. But again, like you said earlier, like, we're not going to invest a first-round guy to come in,
sit down. Yeah.
in those kind of packages just for that reason. Yeah, right.
Okay. So we need to get over that. I think we've already figured this out, Jay. It's BS. We're not taking Denzel Ward in front. And this time I'm right. Last year, I got my feelings hurt during the draft. But this year, I don't think so. Ain't going to be no repeat of this all of a sudden a wild pick. So, yeah.
Ronbo, real quick, for the Derwin James guys, if we don't get him, and again, I wouldn't mind getting him if it does happen, I had a visit from a guy from out of Yale, and I know it's a little bit of a smaller conference, obviously, but Foye Oluokun, I don't know how to say his name very well.
Yeah, I think it's R-U-B-I. Yeah, I think I saw him, yeah. I didn't watch any film on him. What's his name again? Rubicon's his last name, right?
Foye Oluokun, so it's Foye Oluokon. It's kind of a tough name to say, but I watched a little bit of highlights from him. There's not a lot of tape that I saw, but he looks pretty nice.
Wow.
Real late round prospect. The only people who have had a visit with him right now are us and the Chiefs.
Now that's interesting. What's his last name again?
Oluokon. It's Oluokon.
O-L-U-O-L-K.
I'm sorry, O-L-U.
Yeah.
Yeah, Oluokon.
Wow. I wonder where he's. Is that African?
Yeah, somewhere out there. It sounds like. So. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Okay. Check him out. All right, Jay. Thanks for that, man. Because I'm interested in see if the 49ers. You see, we got those kind of scouts that are going underground, damn near finding players. That's why I know we're going to have a good draft. Hey, Jay. See you tomorrow, man. All right.
Hey, take it easy, Ronbo. Later, Niner Empire.
Yeah. And win. Come on in, win.
Rombo.
Yo.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Oh, win. You know, man. I'm laughing at if Cowherd says something in another 2 weeks, it seems like he's going to do this in intervals now. He picked us to go to the Super Bowl or deep into the playoffs or the NFC Conference Championship game or something like that 2 or 3 weeks ago, as he says, and my integrity is based on last year. I told you the Eagles were going to go as far, but I didn't know they were going to the Super Bowl, but I told you how far they were going to get. And now he's saying we're getting Saquon Barkley. And then you got the draft people saying out of 65, 13 said you are going to get Denzel Ward, 49ers. I said, how do they, but when your feelings on all this?
Well, I agree with you. Denzel Ward is not necessarily scheme fit. Being 5'10", Saleh and these boys, they want the scheme for the cornerbacks to be at least 6 feet.
Mm-hmm.
6 feet with long arms, so he don't necessarily fit. But I mean, I just don't. When I'm sitting here thinking about the draft with us, I know we got the 9th pick and then we got the 59th pick. I just cannot see us not trading up.
Ooh.
I don't think we're going to let 50 players. I don't think we're going to let 50 players come off the board.
Trading up, okay, not down. Up.
I mean, I'm talking about after our first round pick.
Oh, after our first round pick.
Me, it was, yeah. after our first round pick, as a matter of fact, we may trade. To me, it would be ideal if we trade back in the first round to maybe no further than 12, 13, somewhere around there. Gain a couple of picks, because if we can get just my opinion, I'm with Marcus Davenport and Eli Harold. Either one of those guys I'll be fine with, because I think most 49er fans would agree that the pass rush is the biggest need on the team. And if we can trade back and gain a couple of picks, and then, somewhere in between there, instead of from 9 to 59, because, man, 50 players coming off the board, that's a lot of guys.
Yeah.
And I know that Shanahan and Lynch are going to have at least a handful of guys that they're going to be, that they're going to have marked and saying, hey, we want this guy. What do we? And the thing is, the reason why it would be advantageous to trade back is because it'll give you ammunition to trade back up. So, and that way we can probably get like 2 players in the top 40 as opposed to 4 players in the top 74.
Yep.
Which 4 players in the top 74 is not bad, but if we can trade back, man, and gain a second or third and not lose more than 2 or 3 spaces in our draft pick, man, that would be great.
And if nothing else,
So
you got
do
trade.
you think we're gonna?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think we'll let 50 players go by between our first pick and our second pick?
I know they don't want to. They didn't do it last year. So, we can look for that effort to continue, I would think. Because when that 59th pick is useless, you may as well trade up a little higher if you can. That's we go get a 59. We couldn't get it 35. It's 36.
I know.
That's what I'm thinking.
I mean, look here. So if I got to give up a 3rd or 4th round pick to maybe move up and get an Isaiah Oliver, and that'll solidify our secondary, man, and that would solidify our secondary for a while.
Yeah, you would. And you're building on it. You got Sherman you can learn from. Yeah, it makes all the sense in the world.
I think that's what we're going to do. But no, I'm just excited, man. I'm no matter who we draft, I'm gonna love them.
Yeah.
I'm just telling people who I prefer. That's all.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. Because if I do hear Denzel Ward with the 9th pick, I don't know how I'm going to handle that. I'm trying to appreciate it because, like I said before, I need to have faith in Kyle and John. And they must know what they're doing. And Saleh must have had some input on it. So, you got to start telling yourself, make yourself feel better after that happens. We have to read a whole bunch of stuff, good stuff about him and everything. But man, I just really believe that we got to go defense though, and the pass rusher, man, is so important. Yeah,
so important. We got to find that Leo pass rusher. That's just my opinion. But
yeah,
I'm be looking and everything. And go ahead.
No, I'm saying when I think you're right. And Davenport, if they could get him at the bottom of the first round, because I know they probably don't want to get him because everybody realizes he's going to take a little work, and you may as well get him right where you can, you don't have to play him because he is a first round pick or early second. You don't have to play him right away. You get him and Chris Kiffin together for a year or so, and you start to bring him on until you finally get the beast that you're trying to create ready to roll. So I'm thinking Davenport could be a target. We'll see. Somebody else may. There's a lot of teams that probably like him though. So I don't know.
Well, you know what the thing is. I mean, when you sit there and you look at these guys, you look at the measurables. I mean, you look at Davenport. The kid's 6'5", 260, runs a 4.6, 4.7.
Perfect. His cone was
nice
too. Oh
my goodness, man! I mean, you look at all this. I mean, and the thing is, to me, you can't coach the talent. You either got it or you don't. But as far as like with this technique, those things can be taught.
Right.
So I'd much rather take a guy that's got the potential and the ability, and we can train him and teach him and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I was kind of thinking about. I was a little scared away by Eli Harold, and I was kind of thinking, I was like, man, because Eli, he's not as strong in the pass game. You watch some film, I mean, he's not as strong at the point of attack.
Yeah.
But he's got that being, he can get around the corner. And I was like, man, can we really afford to draft just a pass rusher that high? And I was like, the last situational pass rusher that we drafted was Alden Smith.
I know, and if he was,
look here, because if he, we just need to pray for that brother. But if But if he could have kept his head on, if he could have kept his head on straight, I mean, his rookie year, he only played like 40-50% of the snaps.
And did all that he did. Well, we need to stop, though. And
yes, sir.
Hopefully if you get some time tomorrow, we'll look for you again tomorrow. But, yeah, excellent points, all of them. So,
all right. Hey, Ronbo, we appreciate you, man. We love the show.
Hey, thank you, fam. We'll see you. We'll talk. Hopefully see you tomorrow.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, yes, sir.
Hey, Curtis Davis, I see you. Let me give you a holler. Niners! Thank you, Curtis. Let me go to It's Trey, one half of the TNT Connection. I can't believe Trey. I know Trey's watching WrestleMania at the same time, though. And here, it's Trey from VA. Come on in, Trey.
Finally.
Yeah. We knew you was watching. We knew you was watching WrestleMania. Just make Trey wait.
oh yeah. You know, gotta keep it. Gotta at least the one time a year I can actually turn it on. So of course.
Yeah. I know they're just not as good on the mic as they used to be. But anyway.
Yeah, well, you know, and that's part of the problem, man. You know, it's a loss offering. But with that being said, Brother Ronbo, how you doing this afternoon, man? Thanks for the venue, man.
Hey, thanks, Trey. Man, I'm having a wonderful time, man, because I'm getting a kick out of the things they're saying. Like last year, they say all kind of bizarre things. And Trey, you and I were both not happy with the Solomon train.
You know how that go, man. We can get into that right now, as a matter of fact. Shout out to one half of the tag team champions, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure he'll be in here with some of that music, you know what I'm saying? Pretty soon.
Man.
Yeah.
But at least it's not riding the same train.
But Ronbo, too, you know, I hear this, I hear that, you know. I'm just not comfortable with a few things. I mean, I'm not comfortable. I get it, you know, I get upset and I start to do a few things. I start to look a little deeper because it's like, you know, well, maybe it's about me, and so maybe I'm tripping. So I went and I looked at a few things, and just our leading returning pass rusher, Ronbo. Do you know how many sacks our leading returning pass rusher had?
Yeah, 6.
Would you have? No. That's cute. Try one half of that. That's right.
Oh, you talking about our new recruit?
Oh, yeah. Three sacks.
He's mentioning names without mentioning names.
No. We're not mentioning. No. What I'm saying is that our returning sack artist has 3 sacks.
Yes.
There's 2 guys tied with 3 sacks. That's unacceptable. Okay, we can go out here and get all of these toys. We can go out here, we can get all of these fancy, dancy, you know, do it all type of players. Our leading sack artist had 3 sacks, Ronbo. Yes. We were in the bottom 5. I was like, well, you know what, maybe I'm tripping. You know, it's me. You know how I do, because, you know, I be tripping at those times.
But we're not tripping.
But then I got to look a little deeper. So then I got to look a little deeper, you know. So I was like, well, where were we at? You know, because maybe I didn't know where we were at. Maybe you know, because I'm watching it. I'm like, well, maybe we one of the worst teams in rushing the passer. But maybe I'm tripping. You know, maybe we're in the top 10. You know, who knows? So I go look at the numbers. We're in the bottom 5.
Yeah.
We're in the bottom 5 of rushing the passer, Ronbo. 30 sacks. Pedestrian. Average. Trash. Can't get to the quarterback. Can't smell the quarterback. Don't know where he's at. We can't find the quarterback. The top guy returning to our team to get after the quarterback is going to average 1 sack a month.
Oh.
That's 3 over 4. Yeah.
That would be awesome.
1 sack a month. No, because this is what, no. See, we got to say it out loud sometimes, Ronbo. We got to bring, because, you know, these are facts, right? I mean, we're not going to get emotional. We're not going to call anybody out. We're not going to say any names. We're just going to talk facts. All right? And so when we're talking about getting better around our quarterback, we can't compete with these other teams if we got to run up and down the field. And then we can't get to the quarterback. Now, the last time I checked, you do 2 things in the NFL. You protect the line of scrimmage, and you get after the quarterback, right? Isn't that what you do, Ronbo?
That's the elements. You got to have that.
That's what you do, right?
It's got to get better.
I am so ashamed.
We cannot be in the bottom 5. And Trey, if we're in the bottom 5 this year, that means last year we were at the flat bottom. I think we were actually.
No, but it's okay, though, because we're going to get every other player that doesn't help us out with that. We're going to get guys that's going to help us go out and do other things, and yet and still, Jared Goff's going to have all day. Russell Wilson's going to be able to do 360. No. Russell, I've never seen this before in my life. Russell Wilson does pirouettes, 360s on us every time we play. But we're going to go out here. You know what? I'm going to let you guys continue to play fantasy football. Continue to play Madden. Continue to go out here and do things. We're talking about building a football team here. We're talking about going. I can't say anymore, Ronbo. But no, well, wait a minute.
I was getting over that until you brought that up again. I'm trying to get.
No. You wait until what I prepared, and this is. I promise you, this is 1/5 of what I have for Monday Night Raw, because we are delving deep into these pass rush woes. Because everybody that thinks it's all good, you wait till what you hear tomorrow.
Okay. Trey, you know what? Now I'm going to lose. The quarterback cannot be just laughing and clowning and throwing.
See, I thought I was going to come here. It's WrestleMania. And sometimes the Raw after WrestleMania is actually better than Wrestle. So we'll see if that theory's true. We'll see about that.
All right. Trey, I'm going to be looking for you tomorrow, and as usual, you've got me thinking. Trey always brings food for thought. If nothing else, a few people will get angry, but I'm telling you right now, the pass rush has to change this year. No matter what else happens, he's right. All right, Trey, I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, Ronbo, I appreciate your time. Yeah. Shout out to my partner, man. Shout out to everybody.
All right, Phil. Yeah, I tell you. Yeah, I was trying to, and I realized, and actually last hour, actually Taryn pointed out some things about our pass rush and why it should improve, but I am really concerned about that. I do not want to see quarterbacks relaxing back there, and the 49ers just can't seem to mount a pass rush, and Jared Goff's had all day to throw, so it's now, here we are in the third quarter, the Rams have scored 36 points, and the 49ers are nipping at their toes at 29. No! We gotta get to his butt this year. He bends and folds under pressure, so we gotta get him. Gotta get him. And if you pressure Jared Goff, he screws up. We've seen that in the Atlanta Falcons. And Atlanta Falcons said, kill Gurley. We'll take care of Goff. And look what did they do? They beat hell out of the Rams. I want to be on that page. We got it. Oh, the 49er that you love, Dave. What's up, fam?
So with you.
I mean, Trey got me all worked up again about the pass rush. I was trying to calm down about that. Yeah. Family, be careful. Your microphone is brushed up against things. It's amplified. So try to keep that clear.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Go ahead.
What's going on?
Yeah, we
tuned in.
Okay, yeah, I was getting over Colin Cowherd. You heard the other day. Colin says the Rams have a chance of Saquon Barkley falling right in their lap at night. And he went and lined up all the teams and who they're going to pick, and it wasn't really ridiculous. It was actually possible. And now I'm also got a problem with Denzel Ward. Out of 65 people, and I'm not ESPN, NFL, CBS, all these people. They said you got Denzel Ward 49ers in the first round. That's a lot of people. And the reason why that worries me is because last year I said, ain't no way in hell that Solomon Thomas is coming to this team, because I was not a Solomon Thomas fan at that point, right? He came to our team. So now I'm scared.
What are you scared of? That we get Denzel Ward
in the first round?
I wouldn't be mad at that. I don't think that's the cornerback that we should go for. That he doesn't have the size that we look for.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
The speed and the technique to cover outside receivers, though.
That's true too.
You never know. But yeah, I heard you talking the other day about how Colin Cowherd, or whatever his name is, had mocked us Saquon Barkley. But I had already did a scenario on your show to where Saquon could fall to us, And
It's been a while.
I went back to listen to previous shows, and it was the first time I ever called in. Actually, 227, 2018 at the 7015 clip. That's when I proposed a scenario where Saquon Barkley falls to us. So you might want to go back and check that out because I was the first one to say it.
There you go. Give him credit. But you know what? Because the thing is, I wanted Saquon, like somebody else pointed out before we won all them games. I said, that's all right. We're going to get Saquon, you know. And I've always liked him. And after we won them games, I knew that was it for Saquon. But now, here we come with people saying, well, you know, and I know I'm going to abandon. I mean, are you going to take him if he drops at 9, right?
You got to take him if he drops at 9. So let's just hope that doesn't happen and the Cleveland Browns take him or the Giants take him. Because if he falls to 9, you have to do it. But I'd rather have Derwin James or Tremaine Edmonds.
Yeah. I like Tremaine, too, because I don't know what Ruben's going to do. And we talked about that. Players don't naturally start becoming good citizens just because they come into the NFL. If Ruben has issues, they're not going away. So we need to, you know, whether I love Ruben and I tried to fool myself into thinking he's going to come in and be fine. But, you know, that may not be possible. So you're right.
But like you said previously, he doesn't seem like a bad guy.
He's one of the guys that just gets into trouble somehow. He ain't even did nothing serious, but just, you know, I don't know. But hopefully he didn't beat his lady. I cannot excuse that. Ruben, please, man. No
Definitely
women
not.
beating. Yeah. That would bother me. The gun, I understand everybody's got a gun. The smoking, yeah, I mean, everybody smokes. I don't know why they don't just give up on trying to stop people from smoking. But the thing
is, you gonna smoke, do it in the house.
Yeah, Ruben, you ain't got to ride around in your car. Oh, Ruben, see, that's some stupid stuff. Ruben ain't stupid. What is he doing that for? Oh,
right,
man.
I want to talk about the pass rush you want so desperately. I mean, we can get pass rush in the second and third round, but some of these guys that's in the first round defensively, like Derwin James and the Tremaine Edmonds, you're not going to find those guys in the second and third round. So I said we get them now, and then we can work on the pass rush in the second and third round. I was watching some clips of DeForest Buckner against what game was that? I can't remember what game it was. It may have been the Rams or the Cardinals. Oh man, that dude was wreaking havoc. He was, man. The whole defensive line was getting to the quarterback. So, like I said,
fam, that's the thing right there. The Cardinals don't have no offensive line. See, we should be able to do something with teams that don't have. We could. You know what bothers me about that? They don't have an offensive line. We was just tearing the quarterback up because he can't move. And then we played the Hawks. Don't have an offensive line. We couldn't touch Russell Wilson. I think we got him once or twice. Damn.
Well, Russell Wilson is a different animal. You know, he does that to everybody.
Not the Rams. They didn't have no respect for him last year. They was body slamming Russ like it was a WWE out there.
The Rams also have they had Aaron Donald, Michael Brockers, Robert Quinn, all those guys. So you know their front seven was pretty deep, and they were ferocious. I love every minute of it.
They beat him up, man. They beat him up
every minute of it. But the latter part of the season, our defense was coming along, especially when Jimmy G came. You know, we got Sheldon Day and Cassius Marsh. That was the big help to the line. And man, I'm really excited to see what these guys do. I still don't believe in Eli Harold, but you know, hopefully he can add to the defense after the second year of having the same D coordinator.
Yeah. Well, fam, we got to go. I tell you what, I'll be looking for you tomorrow, and hopefully you got some time to join us, all right?
But look up that clip, 227 at the 70-15 mark.
227. Which game we talking about? The Cardinals game?
No. Your show.
Oh, when you told us about Saquon, all right.
Yeah.
February 27th. All right.
70-15 clip.
Maybe I'll telescope it and replay it. All right.
Okay.
All right, fam.
All right, have a good night. I appreciate you, Ronbo.
Hey, appreciate you, fam. Talk to you later.
Have a good night.
All right. Hey, good night. So, hey, okay, so we go. Oh, it's Brian and the land down under. Brian's not outside where we can see all that bright sunshine. Brian, how you doing today, man?
Yeah, g'day, mate. How are you?
Great. A little concerned. And if Trey, I was in a great mood until Trey came in and says, Ronbo, the pass rush is still one of the worst in pass rush history. What are you going to do? And oh, my God. Because I was already trying to get over Saquon Barkley becoming a 49er by Colin Cowherd's prediction. And then the majority of people in the NFL, the analysts, are saying Denzel Ward will be your first-round pick. It's things that are kind of frightening. But like last year, as I said, I did not believe Solomon Thomas was coming to the 49ers. He's wearing a 49er uniform, Brian. So I'm like, now I'm paranoid. So, you know, let me clear one thing up, though. I don't have a problem with, for those who say, I don't have a problem with Solomon anymore, okay? I'm okay with him now, but I'm just saying. Okay. All right, Brian, go ahead.
Well, it's sort of fun to speculate about Saquon being available. Well, I must admit I'm on the trade bandwagon as far as, for me, the pass rush is still the main issue. And so I never really gave much thought to looking at Saquon because I just took it for granted that he wouldn't be available. But
same here.
If he was available, I've got to stop and think. I've got to look. Well, he's a fantastic player, and realistically, you could argue that the best form of defense is to be on the ground with your offense all the time.
Exactly.
And keep your defense off, right? So if that gives you another weapon to stay on the field longer, well, your defense,
Great
so
strategy.
A different way to, it's a different way to think of things. But the Denzel Ward sort of surprised me a little bit because he doesn't really fit that mold that sort of everyone's talking about. And we were thinking, Derwin James seemed to be a little bit more of a popular pick. But, it's still going to be a bit dependent on what everyone else does. We can't really, the Denver pick, I thought they might have been going for a quarterback. But, I know they just signed Case Keenum, but is he the long-term answer there? Are they going to, draft a quarterback? So
I don't believe it.
It's a little bit of speculation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't think they're going to draft.
It's still too early to tell yet. Yeah, I think there's going to be more movement. I think the Buffalo Bills is going to come up, and we're just going to have to sit tight for probably another 2 weeks before we really can sort of get a bit more of an accurate speculation there as to where it's all going to pan out. We're still relying on what other teams are going to do.
Yeah. Because you're right, Brian. Somebody's going to trade up, and it's going to be crazy. We're not going to believe it. It could be the Cardinals, actually. Yeah. So you're right.
Well, they haven't got a quarterback, mate. The only team in the division doesn't have a quarterback, so I can't see them not doing something or at least attempting to.
Yeah, they've got Sam Bradford, but for how long? 2 games, 3? Yeah. So.
Well, he'd be okay if he could stay healthy, but his track. You're going to look at track records. You look at history. Yeah. So
very, very good, but he's healthy.
It's just, but it's just going to be very interesting the next 2 weeks just to see if anyone makes a move. But we've got 3 weeks to go before it's D-Day, so it's fun listening to all the arguments. I'm a big fan of Raymond. Raymond's right into it. He's really passionate and it's the same. And the big show, he's off on another passionate tangent. But it's fantastic to sit back and just listen to everyone's arguments, and they're all pretty positive. All make good arguments, which is really good.
Yeah. Well, except for Show's argument, and I don't know if it's called a good argument as much as it is a very interesting argument. Big Show, I love you, man, but you're out of your mind. But yeah, he's gonna have something special for us the next time he calls in. I just know it. Anyway. Well, Brian. All right, Brian. I tell you what, appreciate you calling in. I tell you what, we'll look for you as soon as possible. Okay.
Yeah. I couldn't be out in the sun today, mate. It's too hot. I tried it earlier on, and it was that hot. My phone.
Listen, Brian. People are begging for that weather. Brian says I got to come in. It's just too hot. Brian, Yes.
I think it's about 102, 103, something like that.
Ooh, yes. So hey, listen, if you're not ever in the Australia, what part are you in, Brian?
We're just coming into autumn, or what would you say?
No. I mean, you're living in what part? Are you down Brisbane? Are you near Sydney? I mean, where are you? What area?
No. I live in the tropics up the north, northern Queensland, but I'm actually in South Australia. I travel all over the country working, so when I call in, you've seen me at quite a few different locations, and that's because of work. So I'm actually down the bottom end of Australia at the moment, where it's a little bit cooler.
Oh, okay.
We're coming to the end of our warm weather soon, and our football season's just started here in our second or third week. So,
all right. I say that because if any of us are packing our way on to Australia to see that glorious looking place, can we call Brian and he'll meet us somewhere and say he'll show you this and that?
For sure. Yep.
All right, Brian.
No worries.
Yeah, because I know Brian knows exactly where to go. All right, Brian. Look for you later. All right.
See you later.
All right, Brian.
All right.
Have a great day. All right. Let's go to Dino.
What's up, Ronbo? What's going on, man?
Hey, Dino's funny, man, because, we got a Rams fan that for some reason believes he's supposed to call into the program. And I thought about you because, remember, you were doing some work last week, I believe it was, a week before, and you came in on a Rams fan that apparently is in the closet. As Dino says, he came in to do some work at the man's place. He had all this Rams paraphernalia everywhere. And yet Dino said he heard Ronbo Sports playing from somewhere in the house. So Rams fans, Dino, you know what? Somebody else ran a theory by me because I ran that story to them. They thought that was funny. Says, hey, Ronbo, you better know one thing, man. A lot of them Rams fans, they used to be 49er fans. Dino, you thought about that?
yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. Man, because I thought I left my phone, like my phone was on. I thought I took it off a vibrator. Something I thought it was going off in my pocket. So I checked my phone, and then when I looked at the screen, it was black still. I'm like, man, I kept hearing Ronbo. I'm like, man. And so I'm just like, whatever, man. I guess I'll be listening to the show too much. I'm hearing stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and so I walked, and then I'm looking, and like the door was open. Dude was sitting there, and I'm seeing like, I'm seeing like the like the TV. It was like just the shadow on the TV, and then all of a sudden I peek my head in the room and I see the show, and I'm like, this fool got Ram stuff everywhere. And he's sitting there listening to what we talking about. That's how I know they scared, man. That's how I know they scared.
Dino, let's give him a shout out right now. Rams fan, we see you. All right, is that you on the chat trolling?
Yeah. Hey, it's for all y'all Rams fans too, man. Because we out here in LA too, man. So and it was like, and, I don't even got to say nothing because they was at the game. So it was more 49er fans at the game than Rams fans. we was walking down the street. I wish I could send you some pictures, man. I was walking down the street taking a photo. I was walking in the middle of the street down King, and I was walking down the middle taking pictures and my 49er stuff.
I love it, man. I tell you, it's comical. Well, that's all right. Because if you beat the Rams up next year, they'll realize all they did is not going to make a difference. They still going to get a whooping. But, Dino, what are you thinking tonight, man? I'm thinking like Saquon Barkley has been, somehow strategically by Colin Cowherd slides on down the draft and falls into number 9. Can you imagine that? Saquon Barkley. What are you going to do, Dino?
Yeah,
are you going to stick to the plan as probably original plan? Because nobody expected Saquon Barkley number 9. Are you going to go ahead and abandon the plan and say, oh, all right, Saquon, we'll take him? What do you do?
Just like I'm taking him, man. I'm rolling the dice. I'm taking him.
Yeah,
for sure. I gotta. It was like when Gore left us, man. Left a hole, left a blank spot in my heart. I'm like, oh,
I know, Carlos couldn't quite measure up to no Frank Gore, man. So yeah, you're right. We're still looking, but maybe we'll be all right this year. I kind of like what Kyle's got going, and he's got what he's doing. If you can smell what he's doing with Jerick McKinnon, he could be a fantasy dream, fantasy football player. People are already looking at him. So
yeah, because McKinnon, he's not even a big dude. He kind of little. He gained 3 yards falling down. You know what I'm saying? Like
I know.
Yeah, like just like Gore did, man. Like I'm not saying he could be Gore, but he could be Gore-ish, you know. You know what I'm saying?
Could
He
run
get
about 3 inches off the ground. I hear you. Because
Yeah.
Frank could get low, couldn't he? Frank's running parallel to the dirt and still getting yards. Man.
Yeah, just falling down, getting cut, still gaining yards. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like I think I haven't. I seen Barkley, man. He just it's like I said. I seen the scenarios. I'm listening to him, and I'm like, man, like I believe he could actually be there, but you know, it's still in my heart, man. I think he's gonna be gone.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be gone. Cowherd's just tripping, man. Ain't no way he lasts till number 9. But Dino, here's another thing. Denzel Ward is considered the favorite amongst the analysts that are doing these mock drafts. They say Denzel Ward is going to be your number 1 pick at 9. That is the first pick we make. Is that possible? Yeah.
Think they hating on us too. I think they hating on us too, man. But my pick is Tremaine. Still, like I said, like I've been saying, I'm sticking to that. But the only way that you take somebody different that'll make me be like, okay, is either Chubb or Fitzpatrick. I like him. I like both of them.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't see it.
I agree.
Because I think we already set right there. But you know, when it's that edge rush, man, I think Solomon Thomas gonna step it up though, man. I believe that, and I think if like I said, Tachu can stay healthy, but that's a big if, you know. And
keep forgetting about him. Yeah, I keep forgetting about him. Yeah,
Tachu, man, he'll be nice, man, and he could get to the quarterback. That's for sure.
I've seen clips. He can play.
He just man, this was hurt, you know, all the time. Them knees.
We got 3 guys like that. I mean, Atachu's one. He could be awesome if he stays healthy. And also Jonathan Cooper on offensive line. That dude is a fiend when he stays healthy. But both of them have a history of getting hurt, and that worries me. So, you know.
So draft night, who you taking, Ronbo?
Yeah, you know, I'm still too soon, Dino. My mind has been changed about 3 times today, so I gotta think about that a little. Maybe 2 weeks I'll be able to say. I have not locked on to anybody. I was saying Harold Landry, but now I realize you can't take Harold Landry at 9. If you do, you gotta wait till you get. I gotta have a bigger. I don't know if a bigger impact player off the edge we can find, because we can't get Barkley. I mean Chubb. So, you know, I'm just confused.
Man. Hey, I'm just gonna be happy around this time around next year when the Rams flop. You know what I'm saying? and you know, they're doing all this signing and getting happy and stuff, and it's just like it's gonna be like when the Lakers had Gary Payton and Karl Malone and Shaq and Kobe.
I bring that up every time. Dream team.
Yeah. So, you know, y'all have y'all little fun right now and host, but since y'all trolling and y'all watching, you know what I'm saying? Like, just go ahead and, you know, y'all the ones got to look in the mirror, you know what I'm saying? We the ones excited. We on the come up. Y'all going for broke, trying to get this Super Bowl, signing whoever, but it ain't gonna work, man. We ain't worried about Sue or none of them.
That ain't enough. You know what I'm saying? You still got Jared Goff as your quarterback. And we'll get him. We gotta get him though, Dino.
He just like to me, you know, Goff gonna be like a Alex Smith, like he gonna be he a game manager. He can win the game and he can win in the regular season, but in the playoffs, he can't get it done.
Not enough intensity, not yet. Hey, we got to go, Dino, and I'll be looking for you tomorrow. Okay.
All right, Ronbo.
Yeah. Hey, Dino.
Niner.
Yeah. We got to find a Rams fan. If you're watching right now, we know you're watching. Dino just told on you. You get on the chat room and identify yourself so we can talk to you. Area code is 503. maybe this is him. Area code 503 with the strange noises. That's got to be that's either Ram or Raider fan. or it's Nate. Nate, what is going on around you, man? Hello.
What's up?
Is that, who is this?
This is Cassius Clay.
Okay, Cassius, you gotta shut down all those operations around. You're getting an echo. You got too
I
much
have an
noise
echo right now.
Yeah, you got something turned on around you. You really got to have absolute quiet.
It's quiet right now. I turned everything. I paused everything, my good sir.
There you go, Nate. We've not talked to you in a while. What's going on, man? I mean, we're talking about giving you. Nate, it's still on. It's still feeding into your speaker or into your microphone.
Microphone. It's still beeping. There's probably something. It's because I'm calling from a different app. I can call you from my real number if you want, man. That's probably better.
Okay, can you do that for us, Nate? Okay. All right, talk to you in a minute. All right, Nate. And you got to realize Nate's traveling around in disguise and incognito. There's people that are after him. So we got to appreciate every day we have Nate. Oh, and that's the name of the person's name is Lamb Suck. Oh, also known as Razor. Hey, Razor, I like your new handle, man. Oh, God. Hey, Razor. Razor. Where you at, Razor? Razor? Razor. Okay. I think we're not going to be able to get Razor. He's either trying to make a connection or he's so busy choking a Rams fan that he can't get to us. Is that Razor on the chat? Oh, that Jack dude's more clueless than Jeff Fisher. Razor, what's up, man?
Just tormenting these Rams fans in the chat that all of a sudden they want to come
and you're doing a good job, too. So there you go.
Ronbo, I am smoking these lambs, these lamb chops right now for what's his name for Buckner.
Yeah.
Reuben Foster. We're all eating good right now. But anyways, yeah, I mean.
Yeah. The other thing is, you just don't want to put lambs on a barbecue pit. Nothing smells worse than lamb meat when you're trying to barbecue. You know what I'm saying? People barbecue lamb. I come into the backyard. As soon as I smell that smell, okay, hey, dude, you know what? I'll be in the front yard, okay? Because I can't handle this. So But Razor.
These Rams fans in the chat are so annoying. They're so clueless. They're so scared of the Niners that they come on now. Where were they last year? Where were they, Ronbo?
You couldn't find one. If you would have hired a detective, he could not find a Rams fan.
Yeah, they call on here all of a sudden. They want to say that they're the best, and that guy Fruity Rudy can't say when they're relevant before last year. He brings up championships before the Super Bowl era.
Way back in the 50s.
Come on, Ronbo, he's making a fool out of himself. I mean, he can call in as much as he wants, but he is looking a fool right now. I would come in and roast him every time.
Yeah. Well, you should.
With facts. With facts.
Well, Razor, let's get down to 49 football. Now, Razor, this thing with Saquon Barkley, are you going to embrace that? Are you going to, abandon everything you had planned and go ahead and say, nah, he what? Throw everything away. Yes. Are you going to say, no, we're going to stick to plan. We're not taking him. We're going for Tremaine Edmonds. We're going for an edge rusher, whatever, going forever, whatever you're going to do. Are we going to do that or are you going to take him?
If Saquon is there, I am taking him, Mom.
See, I don't even feel shame anymore because everybody I asked says the same thing. I felt bad yesterday as Salvador came in and made me feel like a jerk when he says, no, we don't need Saquon, man. You got to stick to the plan, man. You maybe trade him or something. I mean, trade the pick. Did he say trade down the pick? But anyway, Salvador straightened me right. I felt like embarrassed.
No, he's right. he's right. Shanahan can work with the running back in late rounds. He's absolutely right. But the thing is, Saquon is not just any running back. He's the top running back in the draft for a reason. Do you not see his cuts? The way he catches the ball, runs the ball, is a perfect running back for the scheme.
Oh, I know, man.
I'm taking him.
I tell you, it was Saul. I got to give Saul the credit. He's the one who brought me back down to earth and made me see the light.
But he's right. He's right.
But my God, you're right too, though. I mean, can you pass him? I mean, what do you do? So the Rams, the 49ers have waited too long to make their pick because they can't make a decision. We're going to move to 10. No, wait! Okay, we'll take him. We will take Saquon now. You know, I can just see it now.
Oh yeah, I'm taking that dude. I mean, you cannot compare taking a player we don't need to a defensive side like a Derwin James. This guy is going to help us score.
You use Derwin as an example. But yeah, I know. And the thing is, he's just, God, he looks like such a dynamic package. I mean, Kyle can use both Saquon and Jerick McKinnon. Man.
Exactly. So I'm not gonna get too hyped about it because it's not gonna happen. It's not.
Well, Razor, listen, your friend is here. You want to talk to Rudy?
Bring him on in. I'll roast him.
All right. So here comes Rudy for your entertainment. All right. Rudy, I understand that you're here, and Rudy only get 2 minutes though because you are a Rams fan, and that's all you're gonna get. But go, no. Rudy. What? Yeah.
He's a 2017 bandwagon fan.
What's up, Ronbo? The bully is here. Is that Razor? Is he tired of getting roasted online? Now he wants to get roasted in person.
Roasted with what?
Is that what it is? He still has his faded Kaepernick jersey on. You still have your faded Kaepernick jersey on, or did you burn it? Did you burn it like the other 49er fans?
You bring up a
come on now, you ain't roasting nobody. Come on now.
That had 1-0.
Come on now. You probably had Alex Smith as your Facebook profile picture.
Your home field is our home field.
Come on now.
You don't have a home.
Come on now. Hey, well, that's okay because San Francisco.
That's our home.
San Francisco is our home. Golf owns that place. Golf is from NorCal. Golf is at home over there. You saw what he did to you guys. Brian Hoyer. Brian Hoyer saw the devil and still couldn't beat us.
With the bad call.
He saw the devil and still couldn't beat us.
You sound like a crybaby.
Oh, it's a bad call now. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. Just like the other 49er fans with excuses. First it was, we didn't. You guys played backup, so did we, and blah blah blah. Come on now.
It's true. That's true though. Hey, Rudy, that's true.
That's Shanahan in the first game.
Rudy, that's true. Game 2, I don't want to hear about the back. You played your backups because that was backups to backups. All right.
I'm talking about game 1. Head to head.
Okay, but I just want to get you straight on that. Okay. All right.
Without that BS call, you guys wouldn't have won. We had your asses on the line with Brian Hoyer.
Oh, there he goes. There he goes.
That's not an excuse, Rudy.
It's true.
Hey, Rudy, get your opinion on this. Was that a good call?
Yeah.
Oh, Rudy.
It was a good call.
I'm done with you, man.
It was a good call.
You ain't going to be honest? Rudy, did you see the replay?
Yeah, it was a good call, man. It was a good call. You know, refs did the best they could. They're in San Francisco, so you're telling me the refs are going to give the Rams a home field call, and they're in San Francisco? Is that how far the 49ers are falling? Come on now. I can understand if we were in LA and we got the call, but we're in San Francisco. What happened to the, well, wait a minute, we're in Santa Clara. We're not in Candlestick no more. So all those 5 Super Bowls and all that, you guys didn't win them there. So it's
give the man a break.
The JT Sullivan and all that.
He don't know about penalties and all that. Give him a break.
Damn.
So Rondo, I'm telling you, Rondo, it's fun going back and forth. But a lot of the 49er fans, as soon as you guys got Jimmy C, Jimmy Garoppolo, they started going to the mall buying all the 49er stuff.
Hang up the phone.
When you guys had
Hoyer, I said 2 minutes. Get off the phone.
Was empty.
Hey.
Bandwagon. Ronbo.
God. All right.
Ronbo, Razor got burned here and online, man. There's no safe haven for you. There's no safe haven for you, online or on the phone.
Hey.
Whew, man.
You're making the whole fan base look bad. You got Rumble Sports on your phone, so shut up.
Damn. I mean, okay, Razor, and any other Rams fan out there, listen. They wouldn't even show that replay. The NFL was so embarrassed about that, and several. I mean, some of the old refs that sit in the booth, the guys that always shook up. They even said it was a strange call, and in fact, they wouldn't show the replay. You can't find it online. You know what I mean? The thing was, it was a phantom call. Everybody knows, and the Rams can deny this all they want to, but the fact of the matter is, because of that Coliseum or that new stadium being built, I'm concerned with the fact that there's a breach in integrity going on in the NFL, making calls for the Rams that are not there. It didn't work in the playoffs because they figured they can't get away with it. But that was not a good call, man.
No, yeah, we all know because we watch football for our lives, but I think we went a little too hard on this guy because he barely started watching football last year, so he don't know what's good call to bad call. He don't even know what a penalty is.
No.
He thinks Jared Goff is the best thing since freaking lobster or steak, whatever. He don't know what a quarterback is, Ronbo. So, and I seen him in the chat bringing up a quarterback from the '80s. I think his name is Chris Everett, whatever.
Yeah.
He was saying he beat the Niners, this and that. Well, if this dude was so intelligent, he would have known in the playoffs back in the '80s, the Niners made this dude slide before they tackled him because he heard footsteps.
I gotta go back and look at that play. I think I'm gonna post that up. Yeah,
Look it up.
I remember it.
I think his name was Chris Everett. I think it was the '89 playoffs. But anyways, this dude heard footsteps and he slid down. And plus, why is he bringing him up, Rombo? He has that dude, the quarterback, has 0 rings, so his opinion don't matter. That dude is a bandwagon to the fullest.
Well, he knows too much about the 49ers. I'm a little amazed at how do you know that much about the 49ers? He could be one of the people we're talking about that once upon a time was a 49er and became hostile after we lost a couple of years. And as soon as the Rams got to town, I'm a Rams fan. See, so I see some ungenuine.
And we all know how sorry he is that he has to bring up stuff from before the Super Bowl era.
Well,
yeah, and he wants to bring up what's it called, the Greatest Show on Turf, Marshall Faulk, this and that. Well, guess what? Roger Craig was the first running back to go over 1,000 yards receiving and rushing before Marshall Faulk. So we beat him again.
Yeah. Well, Razor, I tell you what, I'm going to see you tomorrow, and good stuff. I think we handled Rudy. He's still in the chat, so you can go back in here and get him. He's still talking. He's Rams run the NFC West. I don't know what made him think that handle was going to be good. What's going to be interesting, when you make handles like that, what ends up happening later is after you get ran out of the West, you got to change your handle. Then we don't know who you are. But we will. All right, Razor, see you tomorrow.
I see him on the chat saying he roasted me. Yeah, no, he don't come with the facts. All he comes with hot gas. He has no facts. But anyways, shout out to the Hit Squad. Shout out to Ronbo Sports. We out.
All right, bro. And let's get what we got. Oh, Nate has made it back in. Hey, Nate.
What's up, man? This is clear as day, right?
Yeah, this is good here, Nate. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Well, Nate.
All right, man. Rams fan really got me on edge now. I'm all like, should I put a hit on that guy, huh?
He does have a lot of. He's got some big ones, man. I mean, to come in and he knows
he's
that.
Just loud.
I mean, the thing is, what was wrong with that? Everybody's seen that call. Trent didn't push off. That was just one of them stupid calls. The ref knew what he was doing. No doubt about it. It's the only reason why they won that game. If they'd beat us by 14 points, I could see his point. But you won by a very strange call? Give me a break. Oh, my God. So, anyway.
No, I don't know, man. I'm not going to say I don't know. I'm pretty sure that was a bad call. I don't even like talking about the past. I think it's irrelevant right now. I think we're looking at the draft. Forget what he's even talking about. It's not even no point of it. So, honestly, he's just a fan who drinks too much probably. I don't know. Maybe he's drunk all the time. It sounds drunk to me.
Yeah. And bad liquor, you know what I mean? It's not even good liquor, so it makes for a bad drunk.
No, it's called Raw Child Vodka. The $3 what a quarter for it. See, that's the disgusting stuff. RGD. That's what he's on right now. He's on that nasty liquor.
Pour it on a plant or something, tree that kills it in 5 minutes. You remember as a kid, your dad maybe told you always stick to single malt liquors. Whatever he's drinking has about 30, 40, 50, 60, 75 malt, Hey, Rams run NFC West. Come on, man. Stop clowning. Anyway, hey, Nate, let's talk about 49ers football. Real football, all right? Now, you got Saquon Barkley falling down to the 9th pick. Everybody's like, nobody's lying about it tonight. Everybody says, hell yeah, I'll take Saquon. Are you taking him at 9, or which direction are you going to go? You going to stick with the plan?
I really want pass rush. You know how I am. Very biased.
Staying disciplined?
I heard about... Yeah, I'll take that. I've been looking at Davenport. I think he's really disruptive. I like him a lot. Yeah. I think that he would be a good pick for us as a 4-3 scheme. He fits perfect for us. Then we could put Thomas inside. Finally, he can work inside with his little arms. and then hopefully he can push him off. I don't know, man. So let's just do that.
Right. No,
Come
no,
on.
you know what?
Solomon's,
he's got to stay inside. You're right. I agree. I don't want him outside anymore, actually. I like him on the inside. And he's more dangerous on the inside, too.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's better inside because he's short and he's got the little burst. He's got. I'm thinking he's gonna be okay now because now we got actual DBs in the back to kind of help him out in the front. You know, they're gonna be able to keep coverage a little longer.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna most likely make it more effective.
Yeah.
But if we get a pass rusher, there's going to be either he takes 2 blockers or the Davenport takes 2 blockers. But we already noticed that Thomas doesn't get off the block very well. So let's hope he improved on that with some techniques, some pass rushing techniques now. And we know he has to compensate for the small arm reach, so we got to make sure that he's got some good techniques. Maybe he took some like Aikido, you know. Maybe he took some sumo lessons. We've got to make sure he took something in order for him to be a better pass rusher, to improve on his quality of pass rushing, because that's what we drafted him for. He disappointed us with 3 sacks last year, and it's just too bad we never get the guy we really want, which is Chubbs. That's who we want. Everybody, the Niners, if we had 2 choices, I mean, at number 9, Saquon is there and Chubbs is there, who would you take?
Whoa,
who would you take?
Oh, that's a tough one. That is really with me?
Yeah.
I would say, hey, can we have a little extra time? You know, no, 49ers, you have the same amount of time as everybody. All right, I'm taking, Nate, that is tough.
I'm telling you.
I don't even know what I would do.
Yeah.
Can we come back tomorrow? You know, then he'll be gone for sure. That's it. There's the question of the night. Bradley Chubb, Saquon Barkley, you're on the clock. They're both available. What you gonna do? Ooh,
yeah.
Damn.
That is how I think, because even with dating women, I never know which one I want. So that's like, to me, that's the perfect thing, because you are winning in both situations. You can get married to those 2 people. You can be married and be happy wherever you go. But as a Niner fan, I enjoy the defense. So I prefer to draft defense no matter what. That's just how I am. That's how I think. That's how I win football games. That's how I used to play. So defense is the way I go. I'm not a very offensive-minded guy. So you wouldn't have me running the offense. I would run defense.
There you go.
So me, Chubbs is the guy. Yeah.
But I thought you liked Trubisky last year.
Trubisky, hey, I heard Trubisky's doing good now. That's what I'm hearing right now. I'm hearing Trubisky is actually doing pretty good in training camp.
Well, yeah, I know, but I just was concerned with the fact that you know, with the women and the defense and all, and the Trubisky. Nate, I love you, Nate, but you're. Hey, we gotta go.
Trubisky was the guy that I was urging for, because we all wanted. We all needed that quarterback, and we didn't know we're gonna
get Jimmy G.
We needed one. That was a need. But for some reason, Kyle Shanahan put this out of his butt, and got Garoppolo, and everybody's happy. I'm happy with this guy.
Other fans.
But I'm not even worried about the offense. Honestly, I think that anybody can be running the ball with Jimmy right now, because I think Jimmy knows football very well.
No, he's
and I think we'll be okay on the offensive side.
No, we will. But Nate, we got to go. And I'll be looking for you as soon as possible. I know that you're a man on traveling and incognito, but when you get a chance, stop by, will you please?
That's the question for everybody. Yeah.
Bradley Chubb versus Saquon. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Talk to you a little later. All right. There's Nate with the question of the night.
Yeah.
And Rams from the NFC. Razor calls me out and gets roasted head to head and talks about refs, calls and gets Ronbo to save him by muting. Listen, Rams from the NFC. Well, listen, you only get 2 minutes. You're not a 49er fan. You can't be allotted the same amount of time, especially when you're talking wrong. You know that was not a good call. And I mean, if the 49ers ever get a good call, a bad call that helps us win a game, I'll admit it. I'll say, you know what? We got a break for the rest. I don't care. We got the game. At least be honest. You came in and you lied. All right, let's go to Mark Espinoza.
What's going on, Ronbo? Am my ears like tingling? Am I hearing correctly that a Rams fan actually downloaded your app, looked for the pin, called in,
and lied,
and tried to take on Razor?
That was him.
Like my nemesis. Like, I mean, I might have battles with Razor a couple times personally, but like,
Yeah, you ain't about to side with the Rams,
bro. Like this, like, bro, like Rudy, Booty, whatever your name is, dude, like.
He did not call it Rudy Booty.
Yeah,
That's
man.
better than my stuff.
Hey, man. Like, real talk, dude, like, don't you have your own show? Can't you start your own show for the Rams? Why do you want to follow Ronbo? Why can't you be a Ronbo?
There you go.
You know what I mean? Like, do something for your own organization. You know what I mean? Why are you on here? Why do you download the app? Look for the pin that you have to call in and put in, and decide to try to roast Razor.
And wait, Mark,
like,
it's better.
Bro,
he calls in and calls us. He calls us right to our face. 40 whiners. This is bold. It's so bold.
See,
this
the
is why
thing
we let,
is,
you know, what?
My dude is like delusional because he doesn't realize that the Rams are going to be bankrupt by next year. So it's fine, dude. I live in Los Angeles. You guys will be filing for bankruptcy really soon. You know, you got to pay a certain amount of players.
For that new facility, too. I wonder if the Rams have to pay any of that bill.
And for that facility. And, Ronbo, let's put it this way. They're just trying to get butts in the seats. That's all it is.
I know, right?
Yeah, but let's talk about real football, Ronbo.
Yes, that's what I always say. When you're ready to talk to real football, talk about 49ers.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Mark, you like that question we got earlier? It was, if you have Bradley Chubb and the golden boy, Mr. Highlights, he is Saquon Barkley. Which one do you pick for the 49ers?
You can't do that to me.
I know, man.
All right,
Nate
so
just did it to me.
See, all right, so if we had Bradley Chubb and Saquon Barkley, I would take Bradley Chubb in a heartbeat.
And you wouldn't even
because that's one of our needs. We don't need a running back, Ronbo. Like, we got Jared McKinnon, we got Kyle Juszczyk, we got, Matt Breida. We need a pass rusher. However, if Bradley Chubb got taken beforehand, you know what I mean? If we got, if Bradley Chubb gets picked up and somehow, some way, Saquon Barkley falls, I feel like we should trade that pick and take the house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Take the house. Like, there's going to be a team out there that's going to want the house for Barkley. They're going to be like, that phone's going to be ringing off the hook. And they'll be like,
hey, and Mark, you know what we should do? As soon as the Rams we get on the phone, hey, Les, we were waiting for you. Listen, Les, we want every last pick for the next 2 years, and we're gonna send him Saquon right down there to you. How about that, huh? All right, Les, you still there?
Exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But like, who needs a running back that's in the later rounds?
Yeah, no, they'll be in the first round. Somebody will trade. Somebody will trade up in the first. Somebody will trade up in the first. As soon as they see the 49ers have that deal, they'll trade up right now. It'll be 5 minutes, maybe less. The 49ers are back on the clock, and with the 14th pick, whoever that is, somebody will trade up right away.
So, but so what's going on tonight, Ronbo? Like, how's everything? Like, what are you guys talking about? I mean, besides the Chubb and thing and whatnot.
Yeah, Saquon was one thing, and then also I was worried about. We're out of time, though. But Saquon was one thing, but also everybody seems to feel amongst the analysts that we're getting Denzel Ward in the first round. That was the thing, but we're out of time now, though.
Oh man, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. To go just real quick to talk about Denzel Ward.
Real quick.
Like, I don't want him, dude. I really don't want him.
Yeah.
There's other cornerbacks that I prefer, and we already know who they are, so I ain't even. Yeah, but thank you for your platform, I thank you for, like I said, thank you for your platform and everything, you know what I mean? It brings the Rams fans closer to us.
Yeah, that's what we all want. More Rams fans running around us. We went through the same thing. We go through the same thing with the Rams. We went through with the Hawks, the Raiders. Everybody wants to be around real greatness. We understand you people, but you're impolite. We just want you to know that. All right, Mark, let me talk to you tomorrow, Mark. Have a good night.
All right, take it easy, Ronbo.
You too.
You too. Bye-bye.
Oh, God. What? Chris Schultz is on the phone. Are you serious? No way.
What's up, Ronbo?
Hey, Chris. Why am I saying it is? I don't even know. All I know is somebody named Chris Schultz. Chris, come on in, man. What have you got to offer tonight? We're dying to hear it.
I just wanted to shut down and talk to Derwin James and Harold Landry.
Well, you're right, man. I'm telling you, man.
There's no possible way. Like Brady keeps saying, there's no talking about putting him at linebacker. There's no possible way we go out and get a guy that's a generational safety and put him at linebacker. You don't do that in the NFL. And as far as Harold Landry, he's a one-trick pony. You can't even pit Landry at defensive end because he's not big enough to play defensive end.
Oh, Landry goes. What is he? Isn't he at least 260, 255, 260?
I think he's around like 245-ish.
All right.
But yeah, most scouts say that Landry has to play outside linebacker at 3-4 because he's not big enough.
You know, that makes Tremaine Edmonds is really a freak because Tremaine Edmonds is already that big and he's 19 years old. I'm going to go with our GM from last time. I'm going to go with Tremaine Edmonds in the first round. Go ahead, Chris. And how about the?
Yeah, I definitely will. I'm definitely will. Go ahead.
How about the problem we have with? I say I call it a problem because I'm a little worried because last year, as you know, I said Solomon Thomas no way comes to San Francisco. He came. So now all the analysts are also saying about Denzel Ward, and I'm saying no way. And I'm afraid, could I be wrong? Could Denzel Ward be in a 49er?
No, I think you got to go Edmonds. He's going to be the one player that's going to be there more than likely because you have 4 quarterbacks and then 5 other guys that have to go. Edmonds is probably the one that falls in number 9. He's the guy you got to take.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping so now, too, because we can't – because Ruben's not – I just don't know if Ruben's going to work out. I really wish he would because him and Edmonds running around in that area together, oh, my God, that is such a dream come true. So we'll see. Yeah. All right.
But, I mean, even if Ruben doesn't get in any more trouble, he's still putting him next to Edmonds. I mean, that's going to be a phenomenal linebacking core. Plus, like I said, we don't have a chance at Barkley. We don't have a chance at Chubb.
Yeah.
I would love to see either one of those guys, but Edmonds has to be the guy. If he's there, he's a no-brainer. You grab him.
Yeah.
He's way better than Harold Landry.
Yeah. Yeah, Harold, I you know, my thing with Harold is I just want that pressure to increase. So, you know, you start to reach, and Harold Landry may not be the answer. Davenport probably may be a project that might be the answer in a couple of years. But everybody, all the analysts say he's 2-3 years away from being effective, though. So, you know, it's something to think about. But anyway.
Well, I mean, everybody, you don't expect anybody to come in and blow up the league, so everybody's at least 1 year away. And Davenport's a much better prospect than Landry is.
Yeah.
Davenport can play against Toronto. We were 24th against Toronto. So you definitely need somebody in there that not just can rush the passer, but you need somebody that can shut the run down. And Landry can't do that. You're going to take him off the field during running downs.
There you go. Well, Chris, when you get back to the chat, you seem to have developed a fan gathering. See, guys, you never know somebody.
I'm real nervous calling in tonight, so this is my first time.
Well, Chris, come on back anytime, man. I've already developed a new opinion about you. So, yeah, we'll see you tomorrow if you get some time, all right?
All right, later.
All right, Chris. There you go. We have finally met the notorious Chris Schultz. He's okay, isn't he? He's just a guy that's heavy opinion. And everybody's entitled to you got a real emotion about your own opinions, that's fine. Hey, Vince.
Ronbo.
Vince, what are you doing tonight, man?
Just lounging outside, enjoying the breeze, the cold brew.
Yeah. Thinking about how we're getting ready to beat the NFC West up, even though the Rams think they think they're actually going to provide an obstacle. But enough about that clown team. Vince, if and I love this question, if you had Bradley Chubb, and this is from Colin Cowherd's madness, saying that Saquon Barkley will fall to the 49ers at 9, but Chris just debunked that joke. But anyway, for fantasy's sake, Bradley Chubb versus Saquon Barkley, which one do you pick?
Chubb off top.
There you go. You guys,
Bradley Chubb off top.
Yeah, because you're sick of not having enough pressure on the quarterback as well, aren't you?
Man, you just watch this tape. And then we get rid of Doomerville. Doomerville is leading us with 6 sacks on the year. We get rid of Doomerville. That's kind of the head-scratching move that I had this season. It was like, how the fuck did we get rid of Doomerville?
Probably could have kept him at least one more year. But, the 49ers are going with this new kind of a semi-youth group, a youth movement. But, I'm not... Who would come in? Oh, what's that dude that's got all those sacks at... I can't think of it. But anyway, there's guys that you need to get, veterans that are sack masters, because they don't play but one down. I mean, they're in a series like every other player, so you keep those guys. So, yeah, Doomerville should have been kept. I kind of agree with that.
I understand that. Yeah, we got, we signed Cassius Marsh. That was a good move, but, Doomerville was our leading sack rusher, and we just get rid of him like that?
I know.
Come on, he's up there in age, of course, but and especially I thought he would have had a relationship because him and John Lynch played together in Denver Broncos. So I thought John Lynch would have had some more fucking would have kept him on the team another year just because of that. They have history together,
he hasn't. I don't think Doomerville is signed with anybody else. You know what? They may bring him back a little later. You know how John does. We had one player last year, John signed and dropped off about 3 or 4 times. So maybe that's what his plan is with Doomerville. Yeah. If we don't provide a pass rush, if we don't have a pass rush this year, say in about week 3 or 4, look for Doom to come back. Because we got to have some pressure on that quarterback.
I know, man. It's getting tiresome, And then when they try to put Solomon Thomas on that shit, on Leo, he wasn't doing nothing. Fuck. I don't know. They need to move him in the inside. They need to move him in the inside ASAP. Solomon Thomas, he needs to be in the inside.
No, he works better on the inside for sure. All 3 of those guys, all 3 of those first-round picks from the last 2 years are all good from the inside. This is a scheme thing, though, Vince. I think these guys are going to get used to that scheme. I think by this year we're going to see a lot of difference in the way they handle it. DeForest Buckner will be fine. He was fine last year, but he's going to be even better this year. The surprise is going to be Eric Armstead. And you know what? I kind of see him maybe finally developing because they said he was starting to get it.
Ronbo, give up on him already, Ronbo.
I'm just saying. I'm repeating what Saleh said. Saleh says he was starting to get it before he got hurt. So I'm giving him another chance. I don't want him on that end. I want a real Leo. But I'm not giving up on Armstead. I want to put him on the big end, man, and put a Leo over there on the other side. And because I want to see him one more time.
Because that system, when we brought them in, we were running the 3-4 with Fangio, and then I think after Fangio left, we were still running the 3-4.
They're 3-4 guys.
So these guys like Armstead and Buckner, these guys are 3-4 guys.
I know, Vince. I know.
So we want them to fit, but there's only so much you can take. There's only so much we could do. If it's not a fit in the sport 3, we got to let him go. And not to let Defoe's he's working that middle fucking good. As a big guy, he's tall.
Yeah,
but he's still in that defensive tackle position, fucking taking control, doing his thing. Armstead, on the other hand, he showed glimpses last year, some plays, but he wasn't really in there. And then I don't know about Eli Hell. We're gonna move him to the rusher. That's my main concern on this whole team right now. Since we picked up Richard Sherman, okay, we got I honestly I don't feel like we should be worried about him coming back on time. I think he'll be back on time. I think he'll be right there on the field week 1. But what I'm kind of concerned about is our pressure on this quarterback is our edge rusher. You know, like
you know how I feel about that.
That's our biggest need. And I mean, I was gonna tell you, like, do you think Harold Landry? You think he would be too early to take him at 9, or like would you kind of be like, all right with that pick?
I just wonder about Harold. You know, they say. I mean, I don't know if Harold Landry is he ready. I think you know what, he might come in and get beat out by the other guys that are already on the team, and that would really kill me, man. I said, we drafted Harold Landry with the number 1 first pick of 49ers, and there's Eli Harold beating him out.
Because in this draft, I mean, the edge rushers, they're not deep. There's not a deep class with the edge rushers. So that's what I'm saying. So it's either we're looking at, obviously we're probably not going to get Chubb, you know, just put that out of the scenario. But I'm talking about,
we're not getting Chubb. He'll be gone.
Yeah, but I'm saying, okay, the projected pass rushers that will be there at 9 will be Landry or Davenport.
Davenport, yeah. Arden Key will be there. Also, Josh Sweat will be there. I mean, there's bodies there, but are they going to help us? Or do we have guys in camp that are already as good as those guys? And it's a wasted pick. So, Vince, we got to go. And I'll tell you what, man, I'll be looking for you tomorrow if you get some time, all right?
All right, Ronbo. I'll check you out.
Vince. Hey, have a good night.
All right,
yeah, all right. Your area code is 631. 631, hello.
Hey, this is Mark Lasalento. I'm always on your show. I'm always putting messages on your channel. I think you're the best, and thank you for your channel on the 49er News.
Well, thanks, Mark. I do see it. As soon as you said that name, I knew exactly. Yes.
It's me. Mark Lasalento. How you doing, brother?
All right, bro. Good to hear from you.
All I got to say is, I'm sorry to interrupt you, sir. All I got to say is that Rams fan, he didn't even let Razor say his facts. The bottom line is, since the 80s, we've been beating them. They'll never have a quarterback like Steve Young. They'll never have a quarterback like Joe Montana. And Jimmy G is the future, whether they like it or not.
Mm-hmm. Well said.
And I'm sorry to interrupt you, and I also want to say I want Denzel Ward. You know why? Because everybody says the system and this and that. You got to measure a player's heart. That's Antoine Winfield 2.0, brother.
Yes. I like
that. And if you... Go ahead, sir.
Go ahead.
No, I'm going to say, if that fan wanted to come on this show, I'd tell him a piece of my mind, because just because he wanted to make jokes and act like he was tough, he ain't nothing. The Rams are nothing. Seahawks are done. Cardinals been done. We are the future. We're coming. My 49ers family, we're here. We're coming.
Well said. Well said. I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, man. I just love your show. You bring both sides of the table who you want. I know you want a dominant pass rusher, but there ain't no Reggie Whites here.
I know.
They ain't no J.J. Watts. They're all projections. They all have their flaws. You take safe picks. Yeah. If we don't need another guard, and we need an insurance policy for Sherman. What's the best insurance policy? You get a corner. Okay, he doesn't fit. Well, he plays the nickel and he learns under Richard Sherman and he becomes a winner.
You've actually pretty much moved my mind on this matter. I mean, you've said nothing but things that make sense. So I got no argument to offer. You know what? And I understand he has long arms, so I'm kind of done being against him.
He has a 40-inch vertical. He could jump. He could run.
That's a vertical.
He's strong. It's not like he could do a press. He does 16 reps on the press. He could push guys. He ain't weak.
Yeah. He's
he'll take away the slot guys. There you go, bro.
Yeah, he can do it all. That's true. As far as secondary goes, well, if they get him, it'd be hard to get mad about it because I don't know they really scouted him out and figured it out. So
I know you want Tremaine Edmonds. I know you want Chubb, but realistically, those guys are going to be picked up sooner. It's just what it is. If we get Barkley, draft him. He could be another weapon for Jimmy G. He could help protection, and he could definitely catch the ball for us. Got no problems with that. We have a two-back system, just like they did in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And with Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah.
right? But bottom line, I know you don't want to believe it. You see my profile. I'm a short guy, too. I never give up. Never give up. Go Niners. Never give up. My boy Chris Schultz calls. He's the man, too. Everything he says is true. And Razor, I got your back. Okay? He wants to talk over you. Screw him. This is Niner Nation, baby. This is Niner Nation.
Mate, Mark, remember, Niner Empire.
I'm sorry, Grade 1, Niner Empire, please.
Because people be like, hey, Ronbo, man, better correct people. No, it's okay. I'm just saying. But you know what? I love the energy and everything you said is so accurate. And Razor, man, you got somebody backing you up now, but this dude is serious, man. I mean, he's better than me.
Yeah, man, you can see my profile. I'm not a punk. I say it to his face. I don't care. You're not supposed to be afraid. We got the Niners. We bleed red and gold. You don't be scared of no one.
There you go. Well, Mark, I'm telling you right now, man, you're uplifting, bro. I tell you what, let me see you tomorrow in red and gold. Now, you can go ahead and show up anytime you like, man. We'd love hearing from you. Yeah.
Yeah, man, and remember Niner Nations. Go Niners.
Mark, you got to work on that, though. Niner Empire, Mark. Okay.
I'm sorry. I know what it is?
You can fight it. You'll
get
over it.
Greatness. I can't help it.
Mark, love you, fam. Let me see you tomorrow if you get some time, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right. And it's Mark Laciolito. And I like Mike's got fire. Okay, I didn't. This is Ronbo's easy persuaded. He never fights for the players he really wants. You know what? I've already said I haven't said who I wanted because I don't know exactly. I'm still in persuasion mode. As I said earlier, I wanted Harold Landry, but I'm not sure if Harold Landry's going to come in and beat out everybody we have. He looks good, but is he going to beat out everybody we have? I wish, but I don't know. He's a rookie. You look at Myles Garrett last year. He came in. He was a little bit shaky there from the beginning. All of a sudden, he got a little better toward the end. But he didn't measure up to what he was in the draft. Or pre-draft, right? And Niner says, do you plan on doing a mock draft? Well, I actually kind of thought about it. If not, who do you want with the first pick? I just said, I'm really confused about that right now. I'm going to eventually come up with I got 2 weeks or so. Also, Anthony Baker, what's up? Tell me if you got my picks. We get Anthony Baker's picks? Not sure, Anthony. But I'm going to look, though. Anthony, you send those to me in the mail? Or Instagram? Right? What social media? Okay, I'm going to look for your name, though. All right. Septic 122, why would we get Barkley when we got McKinnon? No, you know what? It's just a matter of adding to that. I mean, can you see us with that kind of force? I mean, I hope actually Matt Breida and Jerry McKinnon are one of the best duos in the league. But, you just look at Barkley, and he's that dude that you don't know enough about. Because he may not, what would be funny? What if Barkley's not that good in the NFL? Wouldn't that be hilarious? Anthony Baker Ronbo, huh? Hey, I love, but you stop asking for wide receiver. You can't have like Corey Davis. Yeah, Corey Davis. I realize to stop asking for wide receivers, especially the first round. And matter of fact, the reason why I'm so not offensively minded right now than Saquon Barkley is I already see what Jimmy G can do with what he has. Garcon wasn't even on the field last year. He didn't know the playbook. There's just so many ridiculous things that 49ers had. Fam, between you and me, honestly, we had no business winning 5 games in a row. How the hell did they do that? That's why I know Jimmy G is... That boy is a freak, okay? What he got done, that is strange, all right? And like I told you, I admitted recently, before we played the Jacksonville Jaguars, Fam, between you and me, I'm going to tell you the truth. I was scared to death. I thought the Jags with that punishing, savage. I mean, that defense was just ruthless. Oh, God, please protect Jimmy, man. Oh, I don't want him playing tomorrow as it is in this game, but please protect him. I'm serious, man. What did G do? He beat the shit out of him. What? I still don't believe this. So that's why I'm telling you right now. We don't need no offensive help. I need Garcon. I need some more healthy guys coming back from last year's defense. And if the NFL thinks Kyle Shanahan, if they learn the playbook, the 49ers could go 10-11 in a row. That 12th game they'll have lost because it's some comedy team like the Rams were playing. So, oh, Travis says, you are a Jimmy because, man, I wish it was a regular season already. I do too, man. I really do. But we know what? We need to learn some things. I want everybody in sync. I want the 49ers to look like the well-oiled machine like I expect, right? Mark Lasilento. Mark is cool, man. You know what? Mark is that dude that if I was walking down in a back alleyway, there's one of them neighborhoods, if I knew Mark had my back, I'd walk down there in a minute. That boy is tough. Oh, hey, Anthony Merrick, hey, it's your boy from Memphis. Go Niners. Don't miss on pass rush. Get Davenport. Why you don't think Anthony Miller can fit? No, he might be able to. There's a lot of questions right now, And Mark says, hey, Ronbo, you got to learn to love the pick. Denzel Ward from Ohio State. He is Antoine Winfield on 2.0. I feel you, Mark. I ain't lying, man. If this happens to come true, I ain't going to hate on him. Yeah, no, I learned my lesson from last year. And I'm looking forward to whatever, Solomon Thomas offers this year. I'm still hating on 49 players. If the 49ers say we go do this, we go do this. I mean, between Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch, they say they want to do it. I'm with it, So, yeah. It's fresh looks. That's Vinny. Hey, fresh looks is Vinny. What's up, Vinny? And Tony Escobar, I trade up for Barkley and trade for OBJ. And let's get to the field this year. I don't know. I cannot agree with OBJ. I just don't see where he's worth it. The 49ers going to score no matter whether OBJ is there or not. So save that $20 million and let him get paid by somebody else. My feeling on him. We don't need him. If we needed him, it'd be another story, but we don't. All right. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead. Are we done here? Hey, fam, please don't forget. Hey, wait, before you go, don't forget to hit that like, because, likes look good, and, say like us. You know what I'm saying? By the way, the Ronbo Sports app also, fam, please remember, that every time you hit a commercial, it sort of helps fund the operation here at Ronbo Sports. So we would appreciate hitting a commercial in the Ronbo Sports app on occasion. Now, you're not doing it all the time, but every now and then when you see one, all right? Also, we're going to say, hey, it's Razor. Robbie, the greatest to ever do it. Tell the Lambs fan to come with the facts and not hot trash. 5-time Super Bowl champs. Rudy, I guess that was for you. Fam, I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to see you tomorrow. What? We got another caller?
Hey, Ronbo.
Oh, I thought we were done.
Hey, Ronbo, it's Rudy.
Hey, who is that?
Hey, it's Rudy.
We let Rudy
Hey, I just want to call real quick. Tell me where that call came in. For you, I'm going to look at it again. Because I was probably getting a beer or something. So tell me where that call was. Where that call was that you guys talking about.
Is it? Wait, Nate?
That call was the 49ers and Rams first game. You said there was a call. You and Razor said there was a call. Where did that happen? I'm going to go back and look at it.
No, okay. I'm talking about the call at the end of the game. And Trent Taylor was supposedly had pushed off on the defender. That had to be Tyrann Mathieu.
Okay. I'll go look at it and I'll give you my honest opinion. I don't remember. So much time has gone by. We were in the playoffs and stuff, and we were looking at see how far we're going to go.
Yeah.
But anyway, props to my boy Razor. It's good going back and forth. Don't mean no harm. And good luck to the 49ers. I have a lot of friends that are 49ers and Cowboy fans. I hope everybody stays healthy. And I'm glad that you guys are coming back up. It's kind of boring with the Seahawks fans. So anyway, you guys have a good night, and I'll be back, Ronbo.
All right. Have a good night. All right.
Okay, have a good one.
Okay. All right. Actually, I'm getting notes here. I understand. You know what? He's not going to find that play, though. The NFL did get rid of that play. You cannot search the Rams versus 49ers, that last play, which also lends a suspicion on that. Because why would they get rid of that play? That makes no sense. Why don't you leave it there like you leave every other play, So anyway. Hey, fam! Monday Night Raw, be looking for I was going to go over your remarks, but everybody's going to work on Rudy. Fam, it's time to go eat. I stay hungry all hours. It's getting late, but I don't care. I got to eat. All right. All together now. Niners!